Hey, hello, and welcome to the Brain Dump Fully Loaded Hangouts, and we're live. Hello. Right, so we've already got some people on the panel, and I'll do it in the order of appearance. So let's start with Mr. Mad Max Chaz. We'd like to say hello, Chaz.
Hello, Chaz.
Oh. Oh God, the old ones are always the best, aren't they?
I'm not old though.
Wow.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Soon I'll be like Skeggy, you know, missing a bit of hair on my chin.
Visually, you look old. Haggard and old.
That's it. Right, oh, talking of Skeggy, guess who else is here? It's only Skeggy Cruiser.
Yeah. Where? Oh, that's me. Hello.
Hello, and all that.
It's like a fucking Carry On film.
Oh.
I got Skyped. Is it by Vicky?
No, it wasn't me.
Now,
No.
I did send, oh, and hello from me as well, by the way. Oh, and Vicky, say hello.
Hi.
Oh, well.
Hello, pretty lady.
I give you a shit for her.
Right, now, I did try an experiment tonight. I don't know if it worked, but I sent out a link to all the usual suspects and anyone else that asked to a group. If you haven't received a link, ping me on Skype and I'll send it to you manually. But hopefully... Oh, only the Beast Rider has joined us.
Haha, hello people.
Hello.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you to say hello, Beast Rider, but you're just out, so that's all good. How you doing, dude?
Oh, I'm doing all right, man. I'm excited. I was waiting for this, man. I got my beer and everything. I'm just ready to rock.
He's got beer as well. Yeah, not there.
What? Who's got beer?
Skeggy, if you asked Emma really nicely, she might go and get you some. But otherwise, she's just going to tell you to go yourself.
Emma.
If I ask her, Emma, sweetheart, can you get Skeggy some beer? It'll shut him up and he won't try and bum you tonight.
Not the phone in the conservatory, so she can't hear you anyway.
Oh, I'll text her.
Yes, Snapchat. Right. Okay, yeah, so let me just reiterate. If you didn't get a link, let me know. I tried something different by sending it to a group to save you keep pasting everywhere. If you didn't get a link, let me know. Ping me on Skype and I will send you the link to get into the panel. And if you're watching for the first time and you want to get onto this panel, then you need to do is just search for Brain Dump on the old Skype. I will add you. Tell me who you are, of course, first. That helps. And then I'll send you a link for Hangout because everybody's welcome. Alrighty then. So let's do the usual start off. Let's ask our pre-prepared panel that have had a whole week to prepare for this hangout and see what topics and subjects or news they'd like to talk about today. And we're going to start with Mr. Mad Max Chaz.
Fuck. Nothing. I need to replace my spark plug still for another month. I've got a last day of registration for the Cop show that I still haven't registered for tomorrow, which is going to be fun. I'll have to go to his house and threaten him with some kittens or something. And I think that's about it. And Skeggy's gay. There you go.
How does that work, threatening somebody with kittens?
Have you seen kittens? They're scary. Especially if you've got 500 of them.
Right, yeah.
Now and drop hairs everywhere. Right. Okay. Cheers, Chaz, for that update. Skeggy, as Chaz has linked to you, over to you, sir, for any news, topics, and subjects, and anything else, really.
The only news I've got is the fact that I've finally now got a new tyre after it eventually turned up. I went for the Bridgestone E-Max after all, and I didn't get charged what I got told I would get charged. I got charged more.
Oh, that's always normal. That's when you argue with them and say, I was quoted this price. If you don't charge me that price, I'll just go somewhere else.
Yep.
Even with the tyre on.
A bit late after they'd already put the tyre on the bike.
You say I'll go somewhere else and get them to fit it after they've removed your tyre and bring it back to you.
And it's been foggy every morning. There you go.
Yeah, this is going to be fun because I've just had Tosh try and call me on Skype. So I'm just going to send him the link manually. Tosh, you donut. Right.
When they start a Google Hangout with you and you're already in one, you're like, hey?
Yeah, exactly. I'll just send in the link. Oh my word! Oh my word!
They're pouring in. It's getting moist in here.
They're pouring in like the rain, aren't they?
See what it is.
Pouring in.
Like the song.
What the fuck?
Right, where's Tosh gone? There he is. I'll send you a link, Tosh, so you can get that.
It's over, Jim.
How you doing?
Oh,
All
look at
right.
that. Is that one of the Tuttles?
Tosh, stop calling me on Skype! What's he like?
Is that one of the Tuttles I see? Skeggy Cruiser he's got at the bottom, but it looks...
It's like a fucking walrus. It's like Alice in Wonderland.
Right, before we start taking a mickey out of each other.
Too late.
No, I know, but it's only my duty to welcome each person that joins the panel properly.
Are you doing this from inside one of them photo booths at the train station?
I am, yes.
With a padded cell.
It's actually a padded cell.
Underneath the stairs. You're a wizard.
I've been arrested for speeding. I'm in a cell at the moment. Right, so let's quickly go to Jim Payne and say hello, Jim Payne. Thank you for joining.
Hello there. Hello all. Are you all well?
Yeah, and Jim Payne is, of course, the old fart on a motorbike.
Nice.
And we also have Richard, calm biker. We'd like to say hello to the viewers.
Hello, viewer.
Ah, those ones are all great.
Actually, no, hang on. It's all right. He's on. Hi, Tosh.
Hey, mate.
Oh, does that mean we haven't got a viewer?
No, normally it's Tosh, but he's decided to join.
Right, we finally have Tosh. Thanks for all the Skype calls, Tosh. How you doing, buddy?
Hang on.
Technical difficulties.
Q&A open, babe.
Have I not got Q&A open? Oh, let me fire that up. Apologies, everyone.
Oh shit, no, I don't want to load that. Go away. I'm trying to load up a fucking game emulator and I'm trying on Skype.
Yeah.
They look completely different.
Suffogandy. Yes, Suffogandy wants a link too. Wow, we're going to be full up soon. We'll be fully loaded. Right. Yeah, so Tosh, how you doing, buddy? You sorted now?
Yeah, sorted. I had two windows going at the same time, and everybody was talking all at once, so I couldn't hear a bloody thing.
Yeah, we've all been there, mate. We've all done that one.
Yeah, shut up, Skeggy.
It's great to have you along, Tosh. First time.
Yeah, I figured I'd do something about it. Richard taught me how to do it, so I thought I'd come on in and say hi to everyone.
Oh, that explains
I
cool.
feel like I know you all.
Hello, my spanner in chum.
Hello, darling. How's it going?
Hey, diddling.
Yeah, sorted.
It's strange, actually. I mean, it's here you are on the screen, and I feel like I've met you.
We have met before, I'm sure, in another life.
Like he almost touched your bike and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That's a terrible rumour.
Bah.
Oh,
Suffered. Andy.
okay, yeah, and as everyone might have noticed, so we've just had. He's already looking impressed. We have Suffogandy. Hello, Suffogandy. You want to say hello to the viewers?
Why do you always sound like Kenneth Williams when you say that?
I do.
You also don't like him, sir.
Oh no, really?
Don't make me up piss myself.
And I
Be like
was
Skeggy.
matron. Right. Okay. Of course, if you don't know who Kenneth Williams is, that would have been wasted on you.
Even I know who it is, and it was made before my time.
Right. Okay. Where were we up to? We were doing news and topics. Okay. Next up on news and topics will be Beast Rider. News and topics, buddy.
Well, one thing I was hoping to talk to you guys about, and I got some comments on my last video from a few folks, and Skeggy, I've got to reply to yours, but just bad drivers in your area, the people who basically just try to run you off the road. I mean, after I put that video up, the next day I went out for a ride, and dude just pulled in front of me trying to run me off. And when I, beat the horn at him and said, what's up? What are you doing? He tried it again. I mean, he just was an ass. He just tried to get me out of his way. And I'm like, you're not the only person on the road, dude. You got places to go too.
It's like they've sent out a memo saying, let's kill this guy. I don't like him.
Yeah, well, I know me, so I don't blame him. But that's not the point. The point is, people need to pay more attention when they're in their cages or on their bikes, and not try to kill people who want to get home to their wife and kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll bring that up as a topic for everyone to jump in on. We'll just get through all the rest of the news and stuff from everyone else, but Beast Rider is a good topic, and it's well worth everyone throwing their opinions in on that one.
And it's one we never get bored of talking about as
And
well.
we don't get bored of talking about cages, do we? Let's face it, 90% of most vlogs involve the word cager at some point or other.
And another C word.
Yeah. Right, okay, cheers, Beast Rider. Was there anything else you wanted to add to that, or is that it for now?
I figure that's it for now. I don't want to inundate you guys with a whole bunch of my ramblings. We're here to communicate. So I'm not going to monopolize everything.
Yeah, and there's always next week, of course.
Of course.
Okay, let's go to Jim Payne next then. Jim, it's been a while since I've seen you, buddy. You're looking well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm feeling well. Not done any vlogs for a little while, but I intend to start doing them again.
Excellent stuff.
I
So,
actually went looking for one of your vlogs today because I thought it's weird I've not seen a vlog from Jim for ages and there wasn't one.
You've
No?
got to look at his other channel because that last one was that one. I've done this beer and I think it's stronger than.
The channel.
You didn't see it?
You were Tiddly Jim, I think.
Yeah.
You might have had a pint or 12.
oh, that's got to be a must-watch.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. No, my topic this week is I've been watching Del Boy, etc. And my brakes were getting a little bit sticky at the front, so I thought, right, I'll give them a little wash down. So I got my toothbrush out and my soapy water and cleaned the pistons out. And then I went for a little ride on it, pulled the brake up, and it seized on the front.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I ended up having to rebuild the calipers and take the pistons out, and God knows what. It was great fun. But the soapy water trick didn't do very well. So I ended up stripping those down, and then I had to go on eBay because you don't expect these things to happen, do you? So I had to order the bloody piston rubber ring
Okay, yeah.
and fitted those, and it's all right now, thank goodness. But it just shows you.
Must have been damaged seals.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I mean, I went on Del Boy's channel and it says, if it starts, it were rubbing a little bit, getting this bloody dusty noise. I don't know whether you've ever had that before. And I thought I'll give them a swill out with the old water and that, and seize the bloody thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to soak them in a warm bucket of soapy water, like raise it up so they're actually in it, because no liquid's going to get past them seals, and if it does, it needs new seals.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that brake dust just emulsifies, and it turns into, it's almost like rust. You can confuse it with.
Yeah,
You just set and it solidifies like ceramic.
But getting them bloody pistons out are right.
Oh yeah. Getting them back in's all right.
Yeah, getting them back in's all right. Bloody things out.
Do you have the cup tool that expands inside?
The what?
The cup tool, it like expands inside with two half circles.
No, it's just two rubber rings. That's all it is. Just the sort of weird shaped ring that's sort of sticking out at the bottom, if you know what I mean. And then the dust seal. That's all it is. And there's only two pistons on the front of each caliper, so it weren't too bad. But
Right, a 6-piston one. Oh,
they're fun.
that's 6 pistons per side. It's like, you just give up.
But I couldn't believe how much it holds it back. Just a little bit of brake binding, and you think, bloody hell, it's a powerful engine, and it just holds it back. It's ridiculous.
You might have got a bit of grit in between both the seals or something, and it's just built up.
Yeah, possibly. But that's been my That's been my thingy this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It always feels better once you get a bike going.
Yeah.
Time for winter, Jim.
Yeah, won't be long now, will it?
was that on a pan, Jim?
On the pan, yeah.
Has that got a floating disc?
No.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so yeah, you need to get that really sorted, though, don't you? The floating disc give you a bit of give, but if you've got solid discs, then it's it's a must-do, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, yeah.
You need to make sure your pins are greased. That's all.
Good point.
Excellent stuff. Right. Okay, so that was Jim. Now, let's go to who was next in? It was Tosh. Let's go to Tosh. Tosh, you got any news, mate? Or any subjects that you want to talk about tonight?
No, not really. Danny G's getting a bike, going on Sunday to pick that up. Still haven't got the Hayabusa on the bench yet. Getting that next week on the bench with any luck. That's about it, really.
Did you say you got a Hayabusa?
Yeah. The Hayabusa's coming for repair, so it's got to go on the bench and get done.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. So, sorry, Tosh, I'm not up to speed. Are you talking about doing the engine on it?
No, the whole bike needs stripping and cleaning. The engine's been repaired. That had a complete misfire. The fuel injection system needed complete stripping and de-varnishing, if you will. So that's all done. So it's just a complete strip and re-grease of the bolt and everything. So it won't take long, but I've just been arsing around doing nothing.
Right. Doing nothing, brilliant news. But yeah, that Hayabusa stripped down and clean will be good.
If I get a chance to video it, I'll have a go. I've got Richard coming down to give me a hand, so he'll get his hands dirty instead.
Brilliant.
Sure thing.
Richard's been dying to get his hands on a Hayabusa anyway.
Make sure you take your claw hammer with you.
He'll be standing in his bike going, "That's elementary, my dear Dosh."
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come with you on Sunday or not yet, Tosh, because I might be going to look at a bike myself.
Ooh.
But I'm not saying on here what it is because that'll spoil my review.
It's a green one.
No, it's not.
Oh, no.
It's a 13.
I saw that last reveal. That was
Well, I'll
awesome.
tell you what. As he's got some news that he doesn't want to reveal fully. Anyway, we'll go to Carl now. Anyway, news and topic. Something about a bike, was it?
I'm possibly going to look at something. I don't know whether I'll end up getting it or not, but I thought I might go and have a look at something as a possible second bike.
I knew you was going to say second bike because after you've done all that with your bike now and put that new exhaust on, the last thing we'll do is get rid of it straight away.
No. But as a second one that's not too expensive and quite a few years old rather than something that's newer.
Yeah.
Something to muck about on.
Yeah.
I hope you can steer it better than the last one because you didn't clip one of them cameras once. I thought it was very poor. In the middle of the road as well, weren't it?
What you've got to remember is you've got to be careful clipping those cameras when you're coming over the bridge, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Because Tosh was holding it.
I screamed like a little girl doing that.
You did a bit, to be fair, Tosh, you did scream a bit.
Have you seen the video of where we tried to do the Top Gear business? I thought it came out quite well, actually, where we both came across the bridge at the same time. Danny has just put out a video where you see it from his point of view, and you'll realise that it's quite a small bridge, and we were either side of Tosh.
Yeah, doing 80 miles an hour.
No, that was the one where you screamed was where Danny says, "I reckon I can get across this bridge, no problem at 60 or 70." And when he got to the crest, I suppose, of the bridge, he didn't expect he would take off. And he was the bridge is on a slight bend, isn't it? Yeah. So he was actually tipped over to the left slightly, and he took off. So I suspect that Danny screamed as well, but he hasn't released that particular footage. But yeah, your scream was good though. Whoa!
Yeah, I suspect a little bit of wee come out, didn't it, Tosh?
A little bit of poo.
Brilliant.
If you'd have seen the stuff of the clips that I'm not putting up on the internet of later on. I'll have to share some of that with you privately.
Yeah, definitely.
You might find that amusing.
It does sound like a lot of fun. Yeah, I look forward to seeing
I
that.
can't put it on the internet because Tosh was on his wife's bike and she might beat him up.
No, she'll be fine about it. She knows what I do on her bike anyway.
Yeah, I got in trouble for doing stuff on a wife's bike.
Yes.
Anyway.
That was video would end up on YouTube, so.
But anyway, that was in a car park. It was off the road. It's all safe. Right, let's go to Suffolk Andy for news and topics.
Well, Andy, before we get any further, mate, is that a shower curtain behind you?
Yes, I've moved up into my bathroom, mate.
You need
Right. I thought there was a bit of an echo there, so I thought maybe, Mrs. B was behind the curtain,
Yeah, you wait till she comes out.
She's working the strings.
I know exactly what that is. Andy's doing the old green screen thing.
Ah.
Well, yeah, not on this hangout, but yeah, you're right, Jim. We're experimenting that, but I don't want to take the highlight away from me at the moment because I'll do my news in a second. But Andy,
Sunday, the protest run up in Bedford. Good turnout. The thing what surprised me was, because I'd never seen these bloody barrier things before till Sunday, a lot of the guys from around the world turned up and said, "Oh, we've already got them. Australia, America, all different places," and they all said they didn't seem to be that bothered about them, But to me, they look bloody lethal. But one guy from America said, "Oh, we got them in my area," and they put them on corners. Which I would have thought would have been crazy, I think Bandit Nev actually said to me, if you'd have been watching my videos, you'd have seen them all the time. And I was like, well, I watch your videos, but I'm not looking out for barriers, really. But, yeah, he reckoned they've got them in Australia, America, and everywhere. So there you go. I don't know if that's a thing that's going to take off everywhere. Cheese cut wire everywhere to cut us up,
Yeah, I mean, and for those of you who are not quite sure what Andy's talking about there, he's talking about the divider barriers that you get on main roads or highways, freeways, depending on where you are. And it's basically cable. And I would like to know what, well, I don't know if I do want to know actually what a rider looks like after they've gone into one of those.
One chap sliced, I think.
One chap in America said that they had him somewhere where he was. I can't remember what state, but the trouble was they were cutting the cars in half when they were going through them, and they're taking them out. They start to take them out and put concrete barriers up instead of these cheese cutter. Because all it is, they're only about 3 foot tall off the ground, and it's a double wire on the bottom like that, goes over like that, and 2 single wires at the top, and that's all there is. Nothing else. And the point is, they've done the protest, but they've already put them in for a 10-mile stretch anyway. They're already in. Yeah. The other side of the carriageway hasn't been finished, and they've all been put in already. So it looks like the protest was like, closing the stable door after the horses bolted sort of thing.
Yeah, I watched that, and I did comment. It said pity the protest wasn't good.
Yeah, you did, Andy. Yeah. But,
I would say that the worst thing that you could possibly do now is go out with wire cutters daily until they realise that they're going to have to replace them with something that's not wire cuttable. Nobody should do that.
You need big ass wire cuts for that.
God, they're quite thick. But I'll tell you what, if you went under them or beside them and say the wire went across your throat, I think that would take your head right off. No problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree, mate. I'm dead against them. And also, I was just shocked how short they were, the ones that you were doing. Because if you hit that head on, you would just be catapulted across over the top of the wire to the next carriageway.
I saw that. They come up to about your neck height, don't they, Andy?
He's a rotter, isn't he? He's a rotter.
Yeah.
He's a mischievous little fella. He's all Richard.
Hang on. I've got to say, for that very thing, I was prepared this time. You ready? Oh, no, not that one.
Not that prepared, then.
I was prepared. Oh, dear, that didn't go too well, did it? It was meant to be...
Oh, was wondering which side of the mushroom you took a bite out of then.
Yeah. There we go. Right. Okay.
To be fair, I was at work. We were in a meeting today at work, and we were talking about the potential of hiring somebody new. And I've made the suggestion that we should look for somebody who's got skills that we don't have. And one of my guys, without taking a breath, not beat at all, just went, maybe tact. And I think probably,
See what he did there.
Survey that you might want to look at before we move on.
Okay, so yeah, we've got some comments. Let's quickly attack those. So we've got someone here, Tosh. Tosh is here in the room now. How are you doing? How are you? Do you ping? Anyway, yes, you're in, mate. So it's all good. So then we've got Stan Ulch. And he says, pay no attention, or she says, pay no attention to the person behind the curtain. Nothing to see here.
Look, somebody's masturbating behind there.
Sorry, it was me.
Oh, okay, fair enough. If you want to do that, it's up to you. We're not worried. We're men of the world.
Can't resist your voice, Andy.
Oh, I know that.
Wait until one man's voice comes in here. It'll be like Mr. Beast floating on his chair.
Yeah, there's actually no one behind the curtain. It's anyway.
There's no one behind the curtain.
There was a minute ago.
So Stan also says, obviously they've got them in Canada too. The cheese routers in, well, cheese wire in Canada too. I guess you're from Canada, then, buddy. From Canada, so yeah. Hello, thank you for tuning in. And also,
to be honest, if they're using wire around here, if you put wire anywhere, somebody turns up and steals it. So they'll probably just get nicked on it.
That's exactly what I thought. I won't say.
The pikeys will turn up and take it.
Hey, I'm not kidding. Right? We had two around here. One where the internet went off for one of the villages completely, and they looked into it, and somebody had dug up the manhole and stolen the optic fibres. Just rolled it out. And it's incredibly expensive stuff. And then there was another one where somebody decided that. I mean, Tosh will know about this one because it was closer to him, I think.
It was me.
Oh, right, sorry. But they decided they wanted to nick some copper to take for scrap, so they nicked the power cables, and it did a surge through loads of people's houses and destroyed all their electrical equipment. So they decided to steal the power cables that are buried under the street.
It was YEB's fault.
Well, they left it unlocked or something, right?
No, because it's YEB cable. Everybody, the surge for all the tellies and the computers, YEB had to reimburse them all.
Right, I didn't know that.
Even though some scumbag had nicked all the copper for 2.5 miles.
It's quite impressive. I mean, the optic fibre was something similar, wasn't it? It was several miles of fibre optic cable that was nicked.
Shall I tell you how they do it? Working at the police, we get reports and the engineers ring us in, and it happens all the while. And one of the tricks is they'll lift a manhole cover and they'll go down and snip the wire. Then they'll go 2 miles down the road or wherever, cut the wire there, and then get a lorry to drag the wire through. So it's like through pipes, just normal water pipe type things. And another trick is they'll tie an hacksaw blade to a wooden pole, and they'll cut the power lines down from the telegraph poles.
What?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. They'll get a wooden pole, a bit longer than a brush stick, but similar sort of thing, and they'll tape a broken hacksaw to it, and they'll cut through it when it's live.
Do they try and do that to the railways down our way, and they just fry?
Yeah.
Like flies against one of them electric rigs they have with the lights behind it. It's like, there goes another dickhead.
Yeah, when they stole the fibre, they took about 2 miles of fibre or something. I mean, that stuff's, when you buy it through proper channels, it's about £100 a metre.
Yeah.
So you take 2 miles, you're talking serious money.
Well, that was from Ticton, wasn't it?
It was Ticton. Yeah, they cut Ticton off completely from the internet.
It was 2.5 miles cable that was.
Yeah. Well, it was fibre, not copper, wasn't it?
What's that cable behind you, Richard?
Yeah.
That roller
That's,
cable.
I got that in tonight. It's got to be out quick, but if you want to pay.
It's a Christmas tree, isn't it?
I'd love to know what 2.5 miles of fibre looks like. I reckon you'd need quite a big truck to take that away.
A couple of big reels.
Yeah.
Or just a little phaser.
No one's noticed it.
This is the voice of experience. I only do it on the wife's bike.
You need a flatbed for that.
Well, I just want to thank Jim for telling us how to do it. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's a vlog coming out.
There's loads of people out there right now with a long stick trying to cut down a power cable.
I could just see Jim going, "Oh, I've had this idea. This is my first attempt. There's going to be 3, but this is my first one. It's a metal stepladder and a saw on the end. First one didn't work."
Oh, God.
Oh, well.
You'd need a good nighttime camera for that.
Yeah.
Well, I remember, Jim, and this is very off topic. I found my wine heater that you wrap around a tub. You just wrap it around the tub, plug it in, and it keeps the liquid at the right temperature. But if you want it,
Yeah, very kind of you, Richard.
just drop us a personal message or something and remind me of your address, and I'll post it out to you.
That's very kind of you, mate. Thank you very much.
I've got no use for it, so it's only sat there.
Aww.
Super. Anyone else want to sell anything while we're here?
I fell skeggy.
That's the wine, though, isn't it? I was
That's
feeling
the
a bit warm and fuzzy, but no.
This feels warm and fuzzy for all the friendship going on.
Sorry about that, Andy.
Go on, what's your secret?
My secret?
Yeah, the green screen. You said you were going to come to it later on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll do my news now. I think we've done everyone now, haven't we, in terms of news and topics? Obviously, I've kept promising for ages that the news is coming back. You remember the brain dump news, from half a year ago? It must be at least.
Yeah.
It's coming back, so I've got a green screen for that as well to make it a little bit more entertaining. And
Are you going to do the weather?
I don't need a green screen for that. I just need a photograph of some rain.
Going to do the weather in Beverly.
We'll do the weather in Beverly. We'll do the calm weather. It'll be easy. I'll just point everyone and say it's rain.
Calm's going to London. It's going to rain in London today.
Yeah. So yeah, the news is coming back. The brain dump news. We've got some good stuff planned for it. We're going to make it a lot more entertaining than the last time.
Last one was entertaining.
It was, but do it something. Now that we've actually got some subscribers.
Is this in your channel? I don't think I've ever seen this.
Yeah, it's called the Brain Dump channel, Mr. and Mrs. B's Brain Dump channel.
No, I'm aware that you have a channel.
He has stickers now, Richard. He has stickers.
Got stickers and everything somewhere. None to hand at the moment, but anyway. Yeah, so that's one thing. The news has come back. Oh my God, we've been through many things as well. The car broke. Mrs. B broke the car. So she broke the gearbox, and now that's just been repaired. It costs a lot of money, so we thought we had lots of money until that happened. So there's that as well. What is the news?
New camera.
New camera. Oh yeah, we got a new camera. Yeah, our other camera broke that we use for doing filming inside and stuff. So that's why there hasn't been certain videos come out yet. So I'm just going to quickly give a shout to Who Am I UK #1, who's been waiting for a video to come out. It's going to come out very soon now, mate, because we now have a camera to record it with.
Is this your little bike?
Yes.
He's 1-to-1 scale bike.
Are you going to be sat on it?
Oh, Richard's just spoiling everything, isn't he?
He can't reach the floor in it, Rich.
That's a bit of a sod, isn't it?
Hang on a second.
Was that Mrs. B's laugh?
Is that hitting a symbol, or is that a mouse walking across a car?
I can always turn it up a little bit. Hopefully I don't get any feedback. Let me know if I do. Ready?
We can't hear that. You need to do it.
You can't hear it. Okay.
We've got the apps. Schedule example. There we go.
I thought it was more tumbleweed that I could hear.
Yeah, but the other thing is that you don't realise is I've got something else planned for you lot.
I don't want to know. It sounds dirty.
It is. Everything's dirty at the
It
moment.
is. Right, so you see, I unlike most of the people on the panel tonight, I did some.
Thanks, Geggy.
Cheers, Geggy.
Not me. That's not me.
It's got to be Richard. Okay. Right, I did some preparation, right? And Richard, I'm so going to get you back now.
They're all
You're
out to
dead.
get me.
Okay, right. So I need to let you get some preparation in, okay? Because what you'll need to do, all right, and you've got, I'll give you, what, 15 minutes? Yeah. 15 minutes to make one of these.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really? I left all my pens at the fucking Bulldog.
It's just got interesting, hasn't it? Now,
I'm good at writing letters on things.
Is to make a little sign that says, me.
Is that like 3 inches higher normally? To you, it looks like it's like a foot high.
Like the Hollywood sign.
It's a post-it note, isn't it?
It's a post-it note, yeah.
It's a stamp.
But it looks like a me sign. Okay.
Why do we have to make a me sign?
Well,
Why
that's
do we
the
have-
thing.
Because if it's so you know how to take it in turns.
It's back tonight.
Is it a party game? Are we playing a
Yes,
party?
it is. It's a party game.
Hooray! I like party games.
Yay! Later on, we'll be playing Pass the Duck.
That sounds a bit.
I
Pass the
know.
what?
And,
Dodgy.
Yeah, have the duck.
Oh, the duck.
Fuck's my one, Tom?
There you go. See how that works.
Hey,
Skeggy, give it to Chaz.
we got it, Jazz. Ready? One,
Let's go get it.
3.
Oh, he's at the camera.
Oh, throw it.
It's just gonna go and get it. It's flew across the room. Hurry up! Fuck's sake! Jesus Christ!
So we're just spinning here while everyone makes a
Oh,
meeting.
got it!
Chaz, pass it here, mate.
There you go. Ready?
Right, yeah, okay.
Done.
What the hell happened there? I don't know what happened there, mate. Sorry about that.
Blame that on Google Plus.
That's a continuum thing.
Everything's bloody Google, isn't it?
I thought that was Bully for a minute from Bullseye.
It is.
Oh,
It is bully from Bullseye.
Well, Andy, I've got mine done already, mate. If I can get it in this camera.
Just
Richard, while we're waiting, can you throw that toy?
Over to you, Jim. Here you go, mate. There you go.
Thank you. Got it.
Wow.
What's happened to your chicken? What you done?
Yeah, I'll pass it over there.
It's like going to McDonald's. You ask for chicken and you get some sort of bear with fur on it.
Right, okay, so Skeggy's got his me sign done. Fantastic.
yeah. I just didn't want to do it as big as yours.
Oh,
No, yours, it is as big as his.
I have got a big one, it is fair, yeah.
That's not what Victor said.
Excellent. Oh, great preparation, everyone. That's brilliant. I'm really amazed. Tosh looks bewildered.
Do you know what? I'm quite impressed with this because it didn't take me the full 15 minutes.
Did it?
Skills.
Yeah, but you'll be amazed what he can do in 2 minutes.
You got your me sign, Tosh?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
You see, I can't see you using your hands to do it, so I'm even more impressed.
Okay. Oh,
I think Tosh's writing is in the snow.
what?
No.
He's disappeared now. Yeah, right, anyway. So, yeah, a little game coming up very shortly, everyone. I think you'll find it rather entertaining. And it's to get everyone back for all their input into our hangouts.
It's for all the short jokes.
I hate you, short man, tall bike.
All those short jokes. That's the one.
Do you want your bike back now, Andy?
You got my bike there?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Cheers, mate.
I know it's your one because it's fast. It says so on the side.
Oh, a bit like the scooters that say like laser and phaser and.
Phaser. Tiff. Knock him out.
Okay, right then.
So can we explain the game now?
You want to play the game now? Is everyone got
No,
their
can we
signs?
explain the game now?
Oh, explain the game. Oh, all right, okay. So the game is right now. I did some research on the people that we have in the panel, and therefore I've now assigned each one of our guest panel members a theme tune. Oh yes.
Why does it always rain on me?
That'll be fun.
Mine's just going to be saying out fucking Despicable Me or something.
That'll be far too obvious, Richard. I certainly wouldn't go for something as obvious as that.
Look at him desperately. Come on, get another one. Get another one, Mrs. B. Another one with raining.
Oh,
That's the only reason Vicky was watching my fucking channel, wasn't it?
Might have been research.
Yo.
I don't think she was. I think she was watching your motorbike channel.
Oh.
He's got a motorbike channel. Has he?
Who's got a sign?
Me!
I'm having to do it with a ballpoint pen.
Oh, poor.
Look.
Chaz, here. Chaz, take this one.
I haven't got one, so I can't do that.
Rubbish.
Oh, here you are. Give it to me then.
Pardon?
There you go. Oh,
That'd be a sight to see, wouldn't it?
There you go. Oh, it'd be terrible.
oh, yeah. I got it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Thanks. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that. Look how small the line is. Jesus, compared to you.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
got
That's
this.
definitely
There's
the
mine.
best.
You, like, set that one up.
Want the theme tune? Sing the theme tune.
Everyone's getting a tune now.
Yeah. And you're going to be stuck with it as well.
I didn't get that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Richard's got the best laugh, hasn't he, eh?
Did you see Hepcat Harley's video?
Oh, so funny.
Hepcat Carb.
First,
Yeah, that's brilliant.
That's harsh. All I did was video him trying to go down a slide and failing, and that was his revenge. Hepcat Carb.
I think it was more the fact that you used the fisheye lens.
Look, it's not my fault that I accidentally made his gut look. I thought the fisheye lens made it look smaller.
If you come to my comments saying Skiggy's got a spare tyre.
The thing,
I just bought one, I mean.
the thing that got me about that Hepcat Carly is, have you ever seen those videos where people do their chins at like a Mr. Chin Man? You see him when he's talking. It just reminds me when he's talking potato heads.
You'd be brilliant upside down with eyes on your chin.
it just so happens that's a feature in the news.
Is it?
Might be.
What, Mr. Potato Head?
Exclusive. I've heard that one. Right.
Taking me for fucking ever.
Excellent. Well done,
I'm
Chaz.
still going to put that one up.
Well, you can if you want to,
You can if you want to.
because when the theme tune gets played, you've just got to hold up your sign if you think it's yours.
Okay, so I'll just repeat that then. So basically, I've assigned everyone on the panel a theme tune. And the idea of the game is, when I play the theme tune, you hold up your me sign if you think the theme tune is for you. Okay? It's that easy. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see how many me's go up when I put a tune up.
Just a whole lot of it every single time.
Well, it depends what the theme tune is. Some of them you probably will want to own up to be honest.
Skiggy's to be Stanford's son or something.
You want to be in my gang? Oh, no.
Gary Glitter.
I had to search for ages for all of Rolf's best hits.
Yeah, he had like 3 songs, didn't he?
Oh dear. No, luckily I didn't have 2 little boys on my hard drive, so if
He did.
Mine's probably Teletubbies or something.
okay.
If I hear the theme music to Red Dwarf, my sign's going up quick.
Yeah.
Yours is probably going to be bad to the bone or something.
Right.
Or Rebel Yell.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
you ever see a big guy on a Rebel? I would look like a dancing bear on a Rebel.
Most people look like dancing bears on the Rebels. We just lost half the audience there, Andy. Sorry. There's no questions. What's happening?
Hang on a minute.
You're all watching us be ridiculous.
Right. So yeah, there are people watching as well. It's crazy. Why are you watching this?
I hope you've given Tiff our own theme song.
So yeah. So basically, the idea of this game is.
Whoa, floating wine glass. That's weird.
Ooh. It's alright. It's just on a little piece of thin wire. You can't actually see it.
I wouldn't call my
Special
arm
effects.
thin wire, love.
There's an arm there as
Green
well.
screen then, is it?
Oh, you're on.
Yeah, what the hell's that you're drinking? It looks like brown sauce in a coffee bottle. I've been down to Squires.
Oh.
Nice.
Great.
I gotta open another beer for this. Hold on.
Yeah. Fine. Right. Everyone, get your drinks ready. Okay. Brilliant. Right. Fantastic. Let's get on with the show. So let's go to my. Okay. So let's go for it then. Now I do have a specially prepared selection of music, or theme tunes, let's call it. Now bear in mind that everyone has been assigned a theme tune, and you have to guess, or maybe just say, "Yeah, that's me," and you put your me sign up. Okay, we're all clear on the rules. Excellent. Right. Okay, so let's start. Oh, where should we start with? Let's start with.
At the top.
Let's start at the top. Okay, so who has got this theme tune?
Turn it up.
Come on, Richard.
Okay, so Richard is the only person that thinks he's Batman.
The only one that's got a back cave.
Okay,
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
What?
No, it's not Richard. He's got a bat cave.
he has got a Batcave. Yes, he has. But in actual fact, it's Beast Rider.
Whoa! Whoa!
No,
Batman.
it's not. Hang on a minute.
Wait, that was me?
It's Skeggy Cruiser. Sorry.
Jeez, Batman.
That's what
Something's going on here.
I
Right.
don't mind being Batman, but why?
Your Batamarang moustache.
Hey, don't we get to find out why?
I would have thought that he'd have had the theme tune from Half-Life.
That would be a very good game. I've never heard it.
Or Grey's Anatomy or something.
We didn't think anyone would recognise the theme tune from Half.
American
Oh.
Chopper.
We've got a load of theme tunes.
Right. Yeah. So Skeggy was Batman. You needed to explain why it was Batman because it was your choice.
Yes. I thought of everyone on the panel, who would be the superhero? Sorry guys, it's tricky.
The Guinness man.
Skeggy, a superhero?
Oh my God! I tell you what, I really shouldn't have started from the top.
I think then that on that basis, Batman was known for producing gadgets and making all his gadgets, so it should be Jim.
No, but he didn't produce them, did he?
I agree.
He also wore his pants on the outside of his tights.
Right. Okay. So sorry about that, Mrs. Beach.
So is that Tosh then?
Right. Oh. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Hopefully this works out a lot better than the first one. Why do we look so much more in focus? What's going on? Right. Anyway.
Why do we look so orange?
Because we've both had a spray tan, haven't we? Obviously. Right.
Welcome to the antics.
What are you going
That
for?
one.
Oh, I know. Stop your close up, Mrs.
Are we ready?
I was.
Don't forget your me signs.
Is that Jim?
Jim.
This is the theme tune to Paddington Bear.
I'm waiting for like Muppets
Oh,
dancing.
it's Paddington Bear? Oh, that's a shame because it's Mad Max Jazz. Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know. I was telling Tiff I'm going to hurt you. Paddington Bear. I don't even like honey. I don't even like backpacks.
Sandwiches, you muppet.
Jam sandwiches and
I
like a
don't
bear.
like jam sandwiches.
Yeah,
Marmalade.
but you look like a bear.
It's marmalade, and you look like Paddington Bear.
I hate marmalade.
Anyway, so that's what you got. And no one's claiming any of these. It's hilarious. Right. Okay. Did I tell you there's a sticker in it for anyone that gets it right?
Do the next.
I've already got one.
Who's
Fine.
sticker? Is it somebody got?
Which one? Really?
Can't give them away.
Okay, so let's go for the next one then. Who wants this theme tune?
No, Skeggy, you've already got one.
Who wants it?
I know what that is.
That's definitely Jim.
Okay, so Beast Rider there. I'm really loving that tune.
No, that's
Who in
Jim.
actual fact has that theme tune?
You've muted everyone, babe.
How?
I can't hear anyone.
Alright, okay, let's sort that out. Okay, so who in actual fact has that theme tune?
Pulp
It's got
Fiction.
Richard in it.
Mrs. B? She did. But what she doesn't realise is she's not having that theme tune. I've picked one for her. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
You
she
know,
likes to pump it.
he doesn't know. And your theme tune is going to be... Oh, where did I put it? There it is.
Oh, God.
I can live with that.
Pyramids. That'll do.
Big Bang Theory.
Right, so she gets the Big Bang Theory. You're not having Pulp Fiction. It's too cool for you.
No, it's
Martin, just having again at some of this.
Who's the Pulp Fiction one then?
I would have said it was
No
Skeggy.
one's having Pulp Fiction. It's too cool for anyone because it's meant to be fun. This. Right. Okay. So where should we go?
That's wrong, isn't it? Shouldn't Chaz have been stepped on, son?
That's
That actually is Tosh's theme tune.
Oh my God, we were so going
Do
to
you know what?
do that for Tosh.
Hang on a minute.
But it is. It is Tosh's theme tune, isn't it? Isn't that what it's
Right,
called?
hang on a minute. Okay. Right.
No, we didn't choose it for anyone in the end.
Huh?
We didn't choose it for anyone in the end.
Oh, yeah, you kept being boring. Right. Okay, so... Thanks for that.
I'm just filling in.
Okay, so here's the next theme tune for our panel. Are you ready? I take it you heard that?
Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah.
Indeedy. And Tosh is trying to claim that one.
It's me.
Sorry, Tosh.
It's not Tosh.
It's Rich.
No, it's actually...
It's you, Beast Rider. From
Yeah.
From you.
Oh. You know what? I can see that. I can wait.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
There it is. Excellent. So you get the Woody Woodpecker, buddy.
Nice.
Right. Where do we go from here? Oh, there's some other people that aren't on the panel tonight at the moment, but oh, so wish they were. Right. Okay then. Oh yeah, let's do this one. This is a great tune. This one. I've got a feeling there's a chance that this person might get this tune right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they might get this one right. You ready? And 1, 2, 3.
Turn it up. Hold on, didn't you?
They're not noticing it.
Don't claim it.
No, they're enjoying it too much.
Okay, well, that theme tune that no one wants to claim is now owned by
Jim Payne.
Jim.
Oh, I thought that was Jim.
Oh yeah.
He'd been better.
Hello?
What theme tune was it?
Terry
Terry
and
and June.
June.
Ah, I'm too young for that.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so that was that one. Now then, who else do we have? Oh yes, definitely. Right, next theme tune. Oh, you'll all know this theme tune. It's a classic. Are you ready?
Unexpected.
We have a winner.
Tales of the unexpected.
Hey, I recognise that picture, Andy. What's that?
Excellent.
Yes, my new sticker when I get round to them.
So want that sticker.
I couldn't draw it again. You're right.
No, I got this copy. I love this copy you sent me.
Have you still got the other one I sent?
Yeah,
The one I did on the computer with the bike and everything.
I think I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I've lost that. I'm a bit gutted. I was going to have that one made up.
Right. Where are we up to? So, okay.
So I think everyone's had one except
Tosh?
you and... Oh, we've not done Tosh.
Yeah, you have.
We haven't.
No, we've not done Tosh, we've not done Calm, and we've not done Mr. B.
Oh, we've not done Calm yet.
No.
Oh no.
Oh.
There
So-
might be a clue in this next one.
There could well be, yeah.
It's only 1 of 3, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Okay then. So let's go for.
Is it playing?
Oh God.
Listen carefully.
No, stop it.
Okay, so Tosh, well done, you went for that one. That was the Teletubbies theme tune. Now, here's the clinch. That's not for anyone. I wouldn't be that cruel to give everyone Teletubbies. I wouldn't. I did think of Chaz, but no, I actually got that one. That was a spoof. Let's go one though.
I thought you would have done the chicken chase for me.
There we go. Well, that's the theme tune from the Sweeney. No one put their
That's you.
signs up, but actually it's
Gotta be
Tosh's theme tune.
Why
It's
me?
thing.
Why you? Because you're Tosh.
Right.
And you get therefore the Sweeney. And we decided, so we're it.
Can't you remember Tosh out the Sweeney?
I've never watched it.
What?
What, the Sweeney?
No, when I was young, we didn't have a telly.
That's where you got the Sweeney then.
Yeah. So it's between you and Rich now.
Yeah, okay. So, what do you reckon? Which one?
I'm in the middle.
That one. Right, okay then, here's the next theme tune. Now, it can only either be Calm or Mr. B. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
That is.
Yay!
Yay! Richard, yes, you're right, mate. That's the theme tune to QI.
Ah.
You tell me you've watched QI. He must. If he hasn't watched QI.
Well,
Yeah.
Richard is the Ken Barlow of the panel, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Well, he's the most intellectual one I've ever seen. You know, he's an intellectual. He's
Yeah.
a scholar. You know, he's like Ken Barlow.
Yeah, a groomer.
The panel.
I thought you meant.
Are we still alive? Right.
I thought you meant he went out and shagged 47 women.
Oh no! He's just intellectual, mate. You know, and very clever. You know.
Wow. Okay.
Apart from going out and shagging 70-odd women, I don't know whatever he does, but you know.
Well, you know Stephen Fry, Rich, but you're the intelligence on our panel.
Again, thank you.
That was a compliment.
That compliment was so fast.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of they either thought you was intelligent or gay, one of the two.
I thought they meant it was because I was on all the time.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Okay. Obviously, I need more practice at this thing, but I thought it would be a laugh tonight. Let's get on with the final theme tune then, and then we'll talk about cages. All right.
Mr. B.
Yes,
no,
me, I'm a
it's you.
cager. It's me and. Oh, thanks, Mrs. B. Here we go.
No. You've picked the wrong one. You're looking for Speedy Gonzales.
It should have been Annie.
Yeah, how do I have thought about that one? Anyway.
Why Top Cat then?
Tom and Jerry.
Because I'm the host, basically. I think is pretty much where it is. Why for that, really?
Hey, Officer Dibble.
So yeah, and that's it really. So that's the theme tune we've got for now. I mean, it might change in a couple of months' time when I get more organised, but that's what we got right now.
But you've
You
got
need
one
an
in the
in-line.
questions.
What's that?
Got a me in the questions.
And me, yeah.
It was shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles.
I'm guessing he's playing
was-
in Pulp Fiction.
No, Teletubbies. It was shits and giggles. Look. Okay, shits and giggles. Okay. You wanted it. You can have it. This one is yours.
Oh, don't play it again.
This is shits and giggles theme tune. Good choice, shits and giggles.
It's melting me brain.
You need a line in on your computer, mate.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, we need to sort that out. We will do that.
Sort that. I've got a line in and I'm using a MacBook.
I know someone else that uses a Mac. Right, anyway, let's move on. Right, okay then. So, yes, now, it was Beast Rider who said that we should talk about cages. Now, I don't know if anyone else on the panel has had any experience with cages before. Whilst riding
It's our favourite topic. Someone kick it off.
whilst riding motorbikes. So
Well, let's let Beast kick it off.
obviously, let's let Mr. Beast Rider, sir, take the floor and tell us about cager experience and stuff.
They suck. Dude, I just don't understand how people can get on the road and not pay attention to what's going on around them. Just because you have all that steel around you doesn't mean that you are invincible. And you should drive that way. You should also drive in a manner that shows that you know that the people around you aren't invincible either. I mean, you've got people in other cars, in trucks and buses, on motorcycles that want to get home to their families. And you driving like an ass is...
I timed that right.
Yeah, you
that's,
chances of doing that.
I don't think that's completely fair, because how are you supposed to concentrate on driving fully if you've just received a text and you want to send one back? And modern cars, you've got email as well. I mean, you've got all sorts. Facebook.
Got to update Facebook to tell everyone how bad the traffic is on the motorway.
Have you seen your old Jordanians?
Just headed for a crash, LOL.
Cyclists in their phone in London.
Oh my god.
There's
But
a
yeah,
fucking going along on a push bike on your phone. It's like, really? I'll just push you off. Then it'd be called a push bike.
Don't even talk about push bikes. Just stick with cages for now.
Them Mazda drivers, they're the worst.
So, Beast Rider, yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I want you to continue a little bit more. And for me, in my experience, I find it's certain types of vehicles more often than others. Do you get that in the US?
luxury cars, man.
Yeah.
Luxury. You know, you get a Mercedes going down the road. They're like, I'm in a Mercedes. I don't give a damn about anybody else. I can afford this, sort of. Kinda. I mean, you know, I can't pay for anything else, but I got the car. So let me run you off the road to prove just how cool my car is.
We get the German cars, like the VWs.
Yeah, all the big luxury cars. Yep.
Yeah.
Audi, BMW, Mercedes.
Jaguar.
They're English.
No, I mean big luxury car. I was converting it to American as well. So that Jaguar.
Oh, exactly.
I got the translation there, so I was struggling with Jaguar. I'm glad you said Jaguar.
Yes, it's in English it's Jaguar, but yeah.
What you're
that's what you
supposed to
say,
say.
isn't it? Jaguar.
I think you're supposed to have your pipe in your mouth, Richard, when you say Jaguar.
No, that's more Rolls Royce.
And suck your pipe.
Is
Pardon?
the back of the Bentley.
Indeed.
You don't see Rolls Royces driving like dickheads because they're always driven by a chauffeur. Where would you like to go, madame? Oh, to the shops. Oh, tally-ho.
Yeah, I do my own shopping.
Hey, bad as it is in New York, I mean, especially in the city, you've got people who are like, I've got to go 3 blocks that way. Let me get in the car.
200 mile an hour. Whoop!
Precisely. Precisely. No,
New York's tiny, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, right.
Younger than fucking buildings. It's stupid.
From what we get in New York, everybody walks down the street going, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you go to New York and they say, oh, you're English. You can fuck off then. We don't like the English.
You'd be surprised, dude. We love the English in New York.
Really? My experience in New York's been a bit different.
Skeggy, do you fancy a trip to New York?
Yeah, I can do. It's about 7 miles down the road. We have a New York in Lincolnshire. It's literally 7 miles down the road.
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah.
Just farmland.
It's got a trailer park in it.
As I say, it's tiny.
Hi.
Ah, gotcha, yeah.
Someone needs to get Richard a map.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like people should pay more attention to what's going on. You know, I mean, when you're in your car, you feel like you're closed off and protected from everything. But no, I mean, you really have to look because, like I was saying at the beginning, I had a guy, and unfortunately, I can't really equate this to the rule that we were talking about because this was a douchebag in a minivan. He wasn't paying attention. Almost ran me off the road, and when I caught his attention, he said, hey, you know, I'm here. He tried to do it again. You know, and I don't get that. I mean, I didn't think I was that ugly.
Well, you know, you had your crash helmet on, so...
Yeah, that's protection for everybody else.
Yeah.
No! That's not sticky, but 10 times worse.
Oh, yeah.
Look, even Tiff's laughing.
That's what so that's a link there straight to Tosh now for his thoughts on cages.
He's watching something else. He's not even listening to us.
No.
I was just thinking I've never been to New York and I'd like to go.
What's that?
I was just thinking I've never been to New York and I'd like to go.
Is that what you were laughing about?
Kind of. Yeah. Sorry.
It's alright, mate. It's all on you.
I'll shut the fuck up now, shall I?
Oh, no. You'll feel free to talk about cages or just laugh about what else is you watch.
No, it's when Beast turned around and said the helmet was for protection for us. I thought that was hilarious. Sorry. It took me a while to go penny going.
Is your stream delayed there, Josh?
That was great. I love that.
For the viewers at home, Tosh is one of these people that you tell them a joke and then next week they go.
Please, can we have Tosh on every week?
Yes, Tosh, you're always welcome on the panel, mate.
I'm not a bit slow. I'm not. I'm not slow at all.
Oh God, don't talk like that. Suffolk Andy think his brother's in here.
No, Suffolk Andy's brother's just next door to me.
Oh, that's Mr. B's brother now.
He's lovely, he is. Oh, shut up.
Lovely and woolly.
Oh my God, all the heads have been sort of
Honestly.
Right. Suffolk Andy. Sorry, Suffolk Andy. Tosh. Cages.
Cages.
Car
I don't
crash
like-
TV here, right here.
Well, I drive a taxi for a living, so I can't really say, really, can I? Because I try and knock everything off the road as it is, just to get to my destination as quick as possible.
I used to like Tosh.
Motorbikes, grannies. Grannies are the best.
Brilliant. Excellent. Thanks for that, Tosh.
Sorry.
Sorry. Please be on camera.
Have a point system, Tosh.
Yeah, wheelchairs are double.
No, you don't, there's no points for a wheelchair.
What about the person in it?
Yeah, just the vegetable in it.
If you get a person for Skegness, it's like minus points.
Oh, gold. Right, okay, let's get this back on track. Let's try and... right, Jim Payne, your experience in cages, buddy. What's your thoughts on it all?
Well, for a start, I don't like driving the bloody things. I hate driving cages. They're horrible things. And those cages that ride up your arse, I hate them and all.
What are we on about now?
I think it's on about some sort of
As long as they're wearing a helmet for your self-protection, you'll be right.
Should be all right.
Are we talking about cars here?
Oh, no idea.
I'm just, as long as nobody's shoving a cage up their ass, that's fine.
That fucking hurt.
Man, that's going to be painful.
No, Jim Payne's talking about the cage coming up his ass.
Pass.
Passed it. What he missed. Anyway, sorry, Jim. Go on.
I've lost the plot.
Oh, don't get insulted on his other channel.
Get back to the sheep, Andy.
Oh, yeah.
tend to your flock, dear sir.
Jim, are you in a position to continue, or?
Yes, come on, mate. Just
He's
give it.
got a cage up his arse. He can't.
Yeah.
I'll rewind.
Over there, a deep tie.
A truck, mate.
Oh no, that's Andy.
Oh, he's got Andy up his arse.
Oh,
You haven't got a fluffy white coat, have you? Because you've had it if you have.
Right.
feeling ill now.
Right.
Oh, Rich has pissed himself.
Oh my god, I'm gonna need another beer.
Right, I'm composed now. Right, let's try that again, Jim. Without the innuendo.
Okay, then I don't like cars that drive too near the motorbike at the back.
Notice I'm holding my hand over my mouth.
What have you got, Andy?
You don't like the idea, it looks like they're going to smash your back doors in.
You want them to pull your hair, Jim?
Okay, stop being cheeky.
You need whining and dining before they do that.
I got this slow down.
Is it hot in here or what?
Over there.
That's Jazz.
Hey, me, I'm looking at Beast Rider.
Hey, look, this is sick. Beast, you're in.
Yeah.
Grab your fluffy white coat, you pull.
Right at the back door. Right. Oh, this was meant to be serious. We're talking about cages here. It's not like all serious stuff.
You forget which hangout we're in.
I know, and then Jim Payne knows the tone. Oh,
Of all people.
oh. I thought he was the responsible adult out of us all.
How much has he had to drink, though?
Oh, well, what is that?
Yeah, we need to check out Jim's other channel.
Jim, do you want to try again, or do you think you're just gonna like keep?
I'll pass, Andy.
I think maybe what Jim might have been getting at is when people driving cars don't respect a good stopping distance.
Tailgate.
Oh,
Well said.
no innuendos
Well
at
said.
all. Excellent, excellent work, Mrs. B. Oh, fair play.
Yeah, that were good, that were.
It was, yeah. Good save, good save. Should have played for England goalie or something. Right.
Shame we couldn't do that on our riding lesson on the other side.
To be honest, Mrs. B, if you were in front of me, I'd be right behind you.
Yeah, as long as you pulled me hair and called me bitch, we'd be fine.
Oh, I'll definitely do that.
Okay, I thought we were getting serious.
Oh, sorry,
for a
I was
second.
saving it.
You want being serious.
Wow, do you know how much hard work this is?
Sorry.
No offense, Mr. B, but I think I just fell in love with your wife all over again.
Eat your daddy.
I can understand that, mate. She's pulling my hair all the time. Right. Okay. Let's try and try to be sensible. I know I don't want to be boring, but let's talk about. I want to talk about cages at some point, but not just like going up your ass.
This sounds like some sort of medieval torture or medicine. Stick a cage up your ass, it'll get rid of them facial warts.
Right, I'm going to try and choose someone that might be more composed than the rest of us right now. Skeggy, your experience with cages.
Mistake.
We all have very good drivers in here in Skegness. I don't have any experience with them.
And you're a liar.
No, most of my experiences have been outside of Skegness.
Really?
Yeah. Generally, traffic's normally at a standstill in Skegness, so they're not a trouble.
You just filter.
But in terms of the type of car,
Audi.
do
Audi.
you find that luxury cars are more of an issue than other cars?
Yeah. And the Spearmint Rhino ones. Yeah, definitely. No, it seems to be
What are
the...
my thoughts when you say Spearmint Rhino?
Well, it's not Spearmint Rhino, is it? What's the pole dancing club called?
Spearmint right now.
Well, Flirts. They've got a pole dancing club with a big cage, isn't it? Big long cage. Big long
They
white.
got a cage.
Big long white pink cage, I'll tell you.
Oh, you're on about the stretch flipping Hummers.
which does not fit round our streets very easy at all. You can be sat there at the junction and they'll just go, oh, I'm turning right here, and it doesn't really matter that you're sat there thinking, where am I supposed to go? So that's not much problems really compared to some. I don't envy anybody who lives in a big town or a city. We're only village here.
Oh, bless. Right, I'm looking across the panel. I think, who's going to save this and get back to cages? And I can't actually pick one out. Oh, really?
Yeah, honest.
Mrs. B, the world of experience. Go on then.
I'll speak from the cages point of view.
What?
Okay.
How dare you?
Yeah. Go on then. Speak. You have the limelight.
But I can't defend a lot of bad driving.
However,
It sounds really good. In a courtroom case thrown out.
Really good. This can be really good. Go on, Mrs. B, get in there.
Why did that start like? You know that one you always hear? I'm not a racist, but...
B.
I should probably have thought through this argument before I
Mrs. B, can I help you out?
Just plead guilty.
A lot of motorbike riders who have only ever ridden motorbikes and never driven a car don't even know that blind spots in cars exist.
Oh, I know they exist.
Because it's on the theory test.
Mm.
Well, yeah, they've done me so they pay any attention to it. You've got to actually be in a car. You've got to actually be in a car to realise how big blind spots are in cars.
Oh yeah, when I was a passenger in a car, you look around and you're paranoid that there's going to be a bike coming up, and I ain't even fucking driving. I'm just like, watch out, there's a bike coming up on the left. They're like, really? It's like, yeah, you can fucking hear it.
Chaz, thank you. That gives me my defence for cages. It's a weak defence, admittedly, but the only thing I can say in defence of cages is, and I've said this before, is when you learn to drive a car, when a cager learns to drive a car, they are not taught to look out for bikes. They are not told that filtering's legal. They're not. The emphasis isn't put on the safety of bikes. Therefore, it's not the priority.
I have to say, though, they are taught that they are blind spots.
Yes.
And they are taught that there's this impressive thing you can do to reduce your blind spots. It's not even, I mean, technologically, obviously it's quite modern, but what they do is you go...
You look.
Yeah, I have to say one thing you say about they teach you about blind spots on your theory test, but remember that a lot of bikes going around on our roads have never done a theory test. They do a CBT, they go for 2 hours, ride around a concrete pad around some cones, have 20 minutes on the road, and they get a certificate for 2 years.
Especially if they knock all the cones over.
Well, you can't fail, can you? You can't fail a CBT.
It's not a test, it's training.
But if you don't do as well the first day, our one's got one where you go back and they do an additional day of training.
Yeah, I had to go back for an additional day of training.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm still doing more training because I didn't learn anything on my CVT, and
Not good enough.
I mean, my Tiff went back for a second day because she was with a bit of a dunce of a bloody blonde woman who didn't know how to do it, so she had to go back with her.
Oh, I thought you was going to say Dunce went with her.
No,
you rode down together.
no.
No.
I'm still doing all the syllabus for the CBT when I'm doing the lessons with Mr. B because I didn't think that 1 day CBT or 2 days CBT, as it was a day and a half, I didn't think that was enough, and I wasn't comfortable. I'm still not comfortable going out on the bike on my own without Mr. B in my ear going, "You're doing all right."
Oh yeah. Well, when I went for my CBT, it was like, oh brilliant! I couldn't wait. I was so excited to get on a bike and everything like that. I've ridden it off road, but after the first, the day of the CBT, you're like, shit, I'm going on the road today. They haven't really prepared me at all. They've taken me off road. They've followed me on road. I've had to pull over because some people are stalled. But you're paranoid. You're like, shit, I've got to actually go on the road with death machines and try and save my life and not die on the way to work every day now. They should at least make it a little test, like, oh, you didn't quite pull out like that. Come back again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it again, or oh, you did something dangerous, you know what you did.
But I also think all cages to get their license should have to do a CBT.
Oh, you imagine that? There'd be no cars on the road.
I know, it'd be awesome. But think A, it would make people realise how awesome bikes are, and B, it would make a lot of cages more aware.
Yeah, but the council would lose money for parking.
But all of a sudden, I've noticed, I've done it, and I've been driving a car for years, and I'm not a bad driver. But all of a sudden on the bike, fuck off.
Fuck is that?
All of a sudden on the bike, I'm hyper aware of every junction I'm coming up to. Is there someone approaching it? Is there someone going to do something stupid? Because you're completely exposed. Everyone who drives a car should be put in that position of feeling vulnerable so that they can empathise with bikers that they may intimidate in their cage.
I bet you feel the same when you're in a car. You're more focused and you realise that there could be a bike just coming out of nowhere and it just surprise you. So you take that second or third look just to make sure.
I'm a lot more aware of bikes now. Sorry, Tosh, go on.
No, I always look 3 times.
Oh yeah, but if you're used to a car and then you go to a bike and then you variate in between the two, then you get more aware of each other and you're more cautious.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's why women drivers are better than men. Because women drivers by nature are more cautious driving.
And they got boobs.
Get over there.
And the
Not
dog.
over here. Oh, man, over here, they'll kill you even quicker. I don't typically like to generalize at all, but here in New York, we're taught before we go to the classes to watch out for women drivers, especially from New Jersey. I don't know if you guys. They will run your ass down faster than a shit car.
Yeah, but they're more efficient.
They can multitask, they can text message at the same time.
Yeah.
Text message, drive a car, and ram you over all together.
I'm putting makeup on.
Times I've seen this, but a woman in a car, and this, it always happens. It happens to be one of the luxury cars, driving with the phone in the hand that's on the wheel, putting on lipstick, pulling up to a red light, and getting like an inch away from whatever's in front of them. That scares the hell out of me, even if I'm seeing it on like a screen rather than in person. It's freaky. It is freaky. And over here, you are actually caught.
Who's done that? I didn't hit anything.
Go ahead, Mrs. B. You're gonna say something?
As someone who's done that, I didn't hit anything.
At least you admitted it.
I will say this: over here, when you're taking the test for the car or for the license for a car, you are actually taught to check your blind spots not only for other cars but for motorcycles as well because they're on the road. The problem is these people get behind the wheel and they're like, I've passed everything. I don't need to know any of that stuff. I don't care who's on the road, and whether it's a bike or not, they're putting everybody in danger because they're not aware of anything. They could be driving a Miata and freaking Hummer comes up and they're cut it off because they're like, I'm the most important person on the road, so get out of my way.
Mm.
That's the problem.
And that's wrong because that's me.
Yeah.
See, over in the UK, they've always been trying to get rid of bikes, but they've really made a push in the last few years or months to try and get rid of us by putting everything up on the price. Insurance, everything, tax, tests up, and it's just getting stupid now. And people can't even pass their TIF. TIF's on a restricted license, and she's just coming up to being 21. She'd have to take another test in another year just to take a restriction off. And then she has to pay to get it taken out and get a certificate taken out, all because of their stupid licensing shit now.
But, Chaz, if they did the same thing on cars, if they drive when you passed your test,
yeah,
would you not be all for it? Because I do think that limiting the power of a bike that you can ride as a younger rider and as a new rider to a certain extent, I do think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Testing a car, and you can drive any sort of size car you want. It's just the insurance will stop you.
Yeah.
Hey, don't take my power away.
More test.
Like I said, to a certain extent,
See, I'm the opposite. I think they should remove the 125 and move it up to a 250 for a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
That's what it used to have, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good idea to put it to a 250 for somebody who's passed at 17.
Yeah.
Because then there's actually a reason to bother learning how to ride a bike. But at the minute, what's the point? If you're 17, you can do a CBT, get a 125, you pass your test. What can you do? Get a 125. Use motorways, but who wants to use a motorway and a 125, really? And take a passenger, but who wants to take a passenger on a 125, really?
They test saying that you can pass your test at 21 and jump on like an R1 or anything like that. But the thing is, they give you it's harder to do a bike test than it is a car test. What? What do you say?
Now, if you're over 24,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, but the bike tests are harder, and they're just taking in consideration age. That's what they're doing to get rid of bikers on the road.
I don't think
I did know.
on the road. It's because statistically, young bikers and new bikers are far more likely to crash.
Mm.
The statistics are freely available, and it is young bikers, it is under 24s. Not
Yeah, but it's still over 24.
but statistically, they have more accidents.
Abolish
They're
speeding.
power.
I did read an article today on Bugsplat that of youngsters taking motorbike tests has dropped by 90%.
That's because it's too hard to pass it.
90% of youngsters not taking a test now, where they were before, since
And
these
they're
come out.
jumping in big cages and killing people.
90%. That's a
Why would you?
huge drop in young
You
drivers.
can't do your bike test, but you can do a car test and grab any car you want. What are you going to do?
But why would you do your bike test? You don't gain anything by doing it, and you know that in a few years you'll have to do it again.
Oh, yeah, especially if you're
can't,
under a
you can't
certain
graduate onto another one, can you? You're 17, it's a 125, that's all you're getting. You've got to wait. Is it 21 now or 19 or something?
24.
19. No, it's 19 when you can do your A. Is it 19 you do your A1 and 21 you do your A2?
A1 is 125, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. All I can say is thank God I'm 39.
Yeah.
And still a liar, Skeggy.
Jeff said it's 24 to get up to a full powered bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want
Which
to
is
do the
stupid.
direct access, but if you're 21 and you've got 2 years of experience on a 125, you can do your big bike test.
So,
Restricted.
so if I go
I
back
think
to
it
when I
was
was
still restricted if you had 2 years experience.
Yeah, still restricted. Tiff's restricted, and she's had over 2 years.
so
That's
okay,
ridiculous.
I'm not up to speed on the license thing. You need to do a vlog or something to say what it is.
I've been
because
reading up on it.
when I took my test, I rode a RD125 twin, and as soon as I passed that, and I was 17, because you had to be 17 for some reason, I can't remember why, but I was riding since I was 16. As soon as I passed that test, when I was 17, I could ride any bike.
So,
You weren't tall enough.
Was
Still not tall enough.
So is that changed now? If I was 17 now,
Yeah.
could I ride Hayabusa?
No.
No,
no.
125.
not even restricted. You can ride it.
I passed my tests, all my tests.
Yeah.
No.
You pass every test. You still
Tiff
can't.
said you can't even have a 125 apparently.
You can't pass all your tests till you're 24, can't you?
Now you have to be 18 to ride a 125.
No, you're 17 to ride a 125.
17.
I thought it was 16.
16 is a 50.
For a scooter.
16 is a 50
25.
cc.
16!
House.
27! Bingo!
Well, hey, cheers, Charles. Thanks for everyone watching that are worrying about what they need to do when they take their bike test, because obviously all that misinformation now has been awesome.
Right, everyone watching who's concerned about this, I promise I will go and do the research again,
Explain it.
and I will go through it all and all the restrictions and everything else, and I'll lay it all out for you. I promise.
If you were really worried and want to get confused, go to directgov.com.
Yeah, that's not my resource.
No, they just like, you can't have a bike, but I'm 80, you can't have a bike.
No, but do you know what? And this really, really wrecked my head when I came across it on my theory test. You can drive a mobility scooter which has a maximum speed of 8 miles an hour on a dual carriageway with a speed limit of 50 miles an hour plus, as long as you have an orange flashing light.
But,
That's right.
Mr. B, you got to get an orange flashing light now.
Joking aside, just think about that. an 8-mile-an-hour vehicle on a 50-mile-an-hour plus dual carriageway as long as it's got a flashing orange light.
That's crazy.
That's completely legal.
I think
There
we
you
should
go, Dan. Like, go on that dual carriageway. Go on, I'll film it.
That's worse than fucking cheese wire, that is. Getting an old biddy up the arse.
That's what you're into, Jazz. You know, don't bother me.
No, that's fine.
We've reached Chaz's level, eh?
Yeah.
I found the list of categories if you want me to reel them off.
Go on then.
Please
So you've got AM, moped license, 50 cc's, which you can get at 16.
Is that with pedals?
They don't actually have to have pedals anymore, but they're not allowed to do more than 28 miles an hour. Dude, that's just dangerous, but I've said that before.
It's not a push bike.
Yeah. You've then got the A1 license, which is for 17-year-olds, and you can ride a 125 without L plate.
Yeah.
You've got the A2 license, which restricts you to 35 kilowatts, which is 47 horses. Although you can take your test on something with 27 horsepower, and that's for 19-year-olds and older. And then you've got your A license, where you can ride anything you like, and that's for people 24 and over. I can't see anything about 21 and being able to do 2 years.
You can take your A2.
After 2 years, isn't it?
Well, A2 you'll be able to take after 2 years of A1 because A1 is 17 and A2 is 19.
No, there is some kind of clause that if you've done 2 years on an A1 or an A2, then you can get your bit. Yeah, because it does you 12. It's 12 months earlier. So if you're 19, sorry, it's 2 years. If you're 19, you do your A2, then you do 2 years, then you can do your full bike. Well, I don't know if there's restrictions on that.
I will try and find that now then.
That's about as clear as
Am I right in saying, Vicky, then, that if you get all these questions right, without riding a bike, you passed your test?
No, these are all tests, including everything.
Yeah,
On the road and everything.
really.
I will do a vlog on this because to get a full bike license, if you're over 24, as I am, I know it's shock for everyone. I look so youthful.
I know, you're so yum.
So I found it. I found it. There is an option for staged access.
That's the one.
Stage access says you have to do your test at 17 on a 125, then at 19 on a middle restricted bike, and then do it again at 21. So you actually have to do 3 tests.
Yeah. And you have to pay for each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is the restricted test is exactly the same as a full access sort of thing.
It's a more powerful bike, yeah.
But you have to do it twice.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Because Tiff's got to do that now.
Yeah.
But she says there's no point and she's not going to do it. And that's what's happening. People are staying on the restricted are like, well, there's no point in doing the test again because it was too fucking hard. It took up too much money, as it does. And then taking the restrictor out, you have to take it to a garage and pay them 180 quid or something stupid, them to take 200, she said, to take it out and to sign a bit of paper. That's what you got.
I've got a question that you probably won't be able to answer now, but I'd love to see the answer to it in Mrs. B's blog.
What's that?
And that is what happens if you do your test, your restricted A2 test at 19.
Yeah.
And you go, right, I've been riding this for 2 years, I'm going to do my full license now, and you fail.
You just go back to your A2.
Yeah. You don't lose
Even though you've clearly shown that you're not capable of riding a bike. Because if you've had 2 years on a bike and you can pass your test, you shouldn't really be on a bike, should you?
I have, honestly, I have been doing research on this. Yes, you just go back to your A2.
The reason being is it's only the police or the DVLA that can take your licence away from you.
Aren't they the DVLA though? Are they not the DVLA or DSA, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're part of it, aren't they? But they're not actual.
You've got to go through who's the county courts? Magistrates courts, I think.
It's like a punishment, basically. And if you haven't done nothing wrong, failing a test isn't doing something wrong. It's just not achieving anything.
So that's how that works. I promise I will do a full. I'll make sure I've got all the facts and everything's checked, and I will put all that down in the next few days.
It must be one of the hardest licenses to get in the world.
It is. As what I was going to say is that at over 24, shocker I know, what I've got to do, even though I've been driving for years, I've had to do CBT, which is the compulsory basic training. I was advised and agreed to go back for a second day before I got my certificate, say that I completed the training. I then have to do a theory test and hazard perception test, and I have to achieve a minimum standard in those. And I then have to take a test on slow manoeuvres, which is your mod 1, which is off-road, showing that you've got control of the bike, and a mod 2, which is 2 hours road riding, before they will give me a test.
And don't forget all the money you've got to give them.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it really comes down to, isn't it? It's all money.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If you fail your restricted license, you just got to do it again. But if you fail getting the restrictor off and keep failing that, you've done it twice already. And if you keep failing, it's just money, 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 money.
Yeah. And every time you fail a test, you've got to take it, be it your theory test, be it your CBT, be it your... Sorry, CBT is not a test. But if you're not good enough on the first day of your compulsory basic training, then you've got to pay to go back again. You've got to pay for every single test. But
that's the bit I don't get the CBT.
I still honestly believe that if they put a similar structure of training in the cars, the roads in this country would be a lot safer.
Yeah, but they won't do that because they'll lose money. Cars are much more expensive. The insurance... Well, I don't know about the insurance. But everything else on the car is much more expensive.
Yeah, look at Sweden. It takes you nearly 3 months to pass your test in Sweden.
Oh, yeah. That's stupid over there.
Is that why you've got to do the skid pan training and everything?
Yeah. Everything, the lot.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And they're the safest country in the world.
And all sorts. And that, I think, it's comprehensive testing because you're driving something that can kill people. You're in charge of a lethal weapon.
You are on a bike.
Exactly. Oh no, I think our bike licensing is one of the best in the world. Yes, it's expensive, and that should be looked at. But in terms of the level of achievement that you're expected to attain, I think that's really good. No one agrees.
I still think the restriction part of it's a bit iffy.
I think a bit of training is worthwhile, but I think experience does it for you.
Oh yeah,
as long as you're not
for 2 years, and that's What?
You can't beat having experience on the road. No matter how much training you have, if you've got experience on the road, you're a lot safer because you are more aware of what's around you. Sixth sense, so to speak.
Oh yeah. Well, you get the born again bikers, don't you? That fucking at 45. No offense to anyone here, but they just decide, oh, I want to fucking, I want a CBR 1000 and go fucking rearing down the country lanes with my mates and then go to the pub, like Richard. And that just puts a bad image on it, and that's what I think they're tightening up on.
But they're not 24-year-old, are they?
Yeah, with their really loud exhausts and, you know, just taking their exhausts off completely. Oh.
In Richard's defence, at least he's doing his AIM to try and improve his craft.
It looks like he's got a gammy hand.
Defending you, Nobend.
Have you got a gammy hand, Richard?
That was pointed at a certain Mr. Mad Max Chaz.
Is your finger alright, Richard?
Richard's not a born-again biker because he didn't ride a bike when he was younger.
Yeah. Well, that's scarier, but Richard is more cautious than most.
Not now, Ian.
The people that go down the country lanes and the brand new high boosters that don't even know how to ride a bloody bike.
Tries to run people over on bridges now.
Oh yeah, and crossings, they run them over on tiny little bikes.
I've got a few questions to get through, so I'm just going to address some of these. Sergeant Markins, when we were talking about cage and women driving, he sees more women texting and on the phone in the United States. I assume he means than men.
Yeah, but to be fair, He's probably only looking in the windows of the cars. Or oh, women! Oh, yeah.
He's a bit of a male gigolo, that sergeant. Call me, Sarge, yeah, call me. And we've got another one from Bex. I can see Bex.
Sony Wars says good evening all.
Good evening.
Hello. Yeah, mate.
Good evening, Bex, and she's given us a link to all the details on the licensing info. Thanks for that, Bex. I'll have a look at that in preparation for my blog. Thank you.
Bex is a very smart lady.
It's strange it's on the Get On site that claims to be a government-funded thing to get people riding bikes. The same government that then says you've got to do 3 tests.
Yeah.
The same thing that no one's ever heard of because it never gets promoted.
That's the one.
We've got David Carlisle, for some reason, telling us to STFU, which anyone who's not hip with the kids, that means shut the fuck up.
Love you, David.
Love you, mate.
David.
Everybody, please.
Thanks, David. No, we won't.
Oh.
But you've always got the not watch button.
Yeah.
And the lovely Hepcat Calm Harley said, I'm doing my
That is not nice.
If anyone hasn't watched Hepcat's most recent video, I implore you to go and watch it right now. Pause this, go and watch Hepcat's video, it's hilarious.
He's even short sitting down, look at him.
That's because it's my channel now.
Oh, his chair's higher than yours, is it?
No.
He's like, shut up.
So I'm doing my IAM, and I've found that riding strictly to the law regarding speeds is more dangerous. Do you think it would be a good idea to allow riders a moderate leeway in speeds where riders can prove it was safer to go a bit faster at times?
I was taught on my test, if you're going along a motorway and coming off a slip road, don't worry about your fucking speed, just get out in front of that truck. Don't even fucking worry if you're doing 120. Just do not slow down on the slip road.
Well, that's very, very naughty.
Yeah, well, my guy was quite nice. he was like, what the fuck are you doing? Keep going! Fucking boot it! Get in front of that truck, because if you slow down, you've got cars behind you.
Jim, what's your thoughts on this?
Right, my thoughts on this. I passed both my tests on the bike and the car when I was 17. And I remember distinctly, I got a Triumph Herald, right, 1100cc car that I passed my test in. And I took my driving test, and I'd never been faster than probably 50 mile an hour at the very, very most. And I passed my test, and on the way home, I was on my own in the car, and I thought, I'm in a car, it goes fast, so I'll overtake the car in front. And that was me nearly gone, because there was a car coming the other way, and there's no poking a Triumph Herald. And I think that things have improved a lot to when I used to take my test, because I think you can go on motorways now, can't you, in your driving, which is not a bad idea.
No, you don't on motorways.
Dual carriage drives, eh?
What's your opinion with motorbikes when you actually pass the test and you think, well, I've on a restricted bike, from what I can understand, and now I can do it, and it's going to go like shit off a shovel, and you're not used to it. It just seems a bit odd.
What worries me more is when people do their restricted license and then they just go in the garage and they take their restrictor out.
Yeah, I mean, it seems strange, that does, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you're leaving yourself open there, because if something goes wrong, it's your own fault, and it's going to get found out, and what, you're going to lose your license?
That's right. That's
And
right.
probably damage someone else as well as yourself.
I mean, it is a bit mad. I mean, I passed my motorbike test on an under 50 with no clutch, 3 gears and a brake, and
Oh, it's a crunch.
Yeah.
that was it. And then, you know, born again rider at 40 or whatever it was, and I got a gold wing, and I'd never ridden a bike above a 175.
Yeah, but you'd had a little bit of experience before then.
Do you
And
mean
you've got that, I want to speed down a lane at 200 mile an hour out of your system.
Oh God, yeah, just a bit. I mean, I dawdle along now. I'm really slow on bikes.
Jim, did you just say you've never ridden above 175?
175.
Until
Miles per hour?
No, he's talking kilometres. Even that's fast. Tiff! Oh, I'm going to knock you out, Tiff.
I've not said hi, Tiff, tonight. Hi, Tiff.
She's fucked up over there, Joe.
Anyway, I've got to go because I've up early tomorrow. So I'll see you all.
You've run out of beers.
Yeah.
See you later, Jim boy.
Off out to the shed to restock.
It was lovely having you. Thanks, Jim.
Okay, I'll be vlogging soon, hopefully.
See you, Jim.
Excellent.
Jim boy.
Another beer blog. Another beer blog.
God! Don't knock her out! Fucking, where's my chicken?
Dad,
Vicky said hello.
you want your chicken?
I haven't got a fucking gay Gary Glitter Skeggy Cruiser chicken like you.
Are you spanking your chicken again, Chaz?
No, there's more down there. I can't. It's next to Yoda. Fuck it.
Next to Yoda.
I've got Yoda that asks questions.
Oh no, please don't.
It's really fucking creepy. I don't know where the hell I got it from, but look at that. It looks like someone.
Yoda? Looks like Yoda.
You press its fucking paw or whatever the fuck you call it. It's a three-fingered thing, and it says, "Oh, whatever." It doesn't shut up either. It just keeps
Videos you should make.
Back to topic.
Are you alright?
Back to topic.
I'm saying you are, Andy.
Andy. Topic Andy, help me out here, babe.
What's that, mate?
What are your thoughts on, would it be a good idea to allow riders a moderate leeway on speeds where riders can prove it's safe to go a bit faster? What are your thoughts on that?
I agree with that, as long as it's not excessive speed, you know, like if you're in a certain area, like a 30 mile an hour area, and you go through it at 50 or 60, then you'll be in a prat. But if you needed to do a manoeuvre or something like that, and, you know, you needed a bit more speed, a few mile an hour, yeah, I can't see no problem with it at all. But they won't let you do that, will they?
Well,
See,
Yeah.
another thing you've got to think about when you talk about these cages, there's a problem with us as well, and our problem as bikers is that we're very impatient. For one, we can go quicker, we can get through traffic easier, and we can get around a lot quicker. And when you sometimes then go back to your car, that impatience is in you as well. Because when I get in my car, fuck, I get impatient with other drivers because I'm used to riding a bike so much and moving around a lot better. And that is the truth, you know. And we are an impatient bunch of guys and girls because we can just cream the road if we want.
We can.
You know, you get behind people who are slow and that, and you just think, oh God, I've got to get past these. And you just do it. Poof, push the old throttle, and you're gone. And you get in your car, and you're like, oh God, I can't do this now. And it does annoy you.
Have you noticed that screaming and shouting, come on, you can get a fucking bus through there? It don't make a move.
Yeah.
Well, if you're talking to ladies, Skeggy, that's not very nice.
So, Skeggy, what do you think about that? Do you think it's a good idea to allow riders leeway to prove that it was justified to go at a higher speed for their safety?
Yeah, in the right areas. I think it's more than justifiable. The whole system wants looking at, don't it? You know, the whole lot. What? Oh, it's gone quiet now. Chaz has got it, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Emma.
Hi. I think the whole situation wants looking at. You know, I mean, at the moment, like we say, they're just using it as a money-making scheme. It wants a good review, but it wants reviewing by somebody who rides a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I get the impression that the people that introduce all these rules and tests and laws, they've never ever ridden a bike in their life.
No.
Same as the people who put manhole covers on corners. You know, they obviously don't ride a bike. Whoever designed it and said, "We'll put one there." you know, I mean, there's so many problems with the bike system that you don't think twice about it. You don't really realise how many wrongs there are compared to how many rights we need to right.
That's a really good point, Skaggy. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I just want to get on my high horse for a second.
Oh, God. Well, you'd need a very fucking high horse.
Oh!
Oh, that was a clean blow.
Shetland pony.
Shetland pony.
Okay. Right.
Pony.
But no, I think my issue is, right, and I'm really...
Platform shoes.
No, but seriously, right, okay, yeah, I'm sure, and I'll find that fucking soundbite again, and I'll play it again for fucking more on these fucking hangouts. But,
Leave it alone. Say what you want to say.
no, hang on, fuck off, let me do my soundbite first.
Four boys in their small
Well,
toy.
Carbiker. Right, so, anyway, yeah, no, the thing is, right, it was Carbiker that mentioned the short reference, so thank you very much.
Okay.
But, yes, what I'm passionate about here is the fact that not only are the government not really paying any attention to bike riders, and it's always about the car drivers, and the press as well. And I am really, 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 really fucked off with the press always giving bikers a bad name, when in fact it's the fucking car drivers that are fucking driving along.
Busted.
It's bikes, serious, right? Now, the press give bikers a bad name, the government give bikers a bad name, but in actual fact, the hardcore reality is the bikers are about the best people on the road. It's as simple as that. The ones that have passed the test and everything else. And I really am pissed off with all the shit that the press and the government and everything else gives bikers and just brands them as hooligans, because it's just absolutely not true whatsoever. Because when you ride a bike, you can't go on your mobile phone and play Flappy Birds. You can't go and check your Facebook because you're concentrating on the road and what's going on. Whereas car drivers in their Mercedes and their luxury cars, they're all sat there flipping Facebook, watching a DVD, flipping, playing with this, that, and the other, killing people left, right, and centre. And it's like, oh, that's all right because you're using lots of fuel. We get tax on that. You can fuck up, cunts. As far as I'm concerned, anyway.
They're not paying more tax on them.
Well, hang on. The tax on the Peugeot that we have is £280.
£256 a year.
250. Tax on the Hayabusa, £65.
The tax on the brand new Porsche with its 900 horsepower?
Zero.
What?
Not.
Zero.
How much is your Hayabusa a year?
Is it
About 100
65?
quid.
No, 85. Is it 85?
Yeah, I was going to say, you said 60 something.
Hang on. I've got my tax this year.
Hang on.
I've
I'll
got my
pop
tax.
the license
I've got my
plate.
tax this way. I've not put it on the bike because I can't be fucking asked because you're all.
I'm somewhere over there. I never put them on the bike. They can't find it.
£80 was the Hayabusa for a year.
Right.
What's Porsche anyway? What's Porsche for free?
Sorry, can I just...
The new Porsche, yeah, it's free because it's a hybrid. It can run on electricity for about 25 yards, and therefore it's a hybrid, so it doesn't attract any tax at all.
Going back,
We were talking about insurance.
going back to the original question, thanks for bringing that up, Richard, because the cost to the startup cost of a vehicle to the maintenance cost sometimes can look quite attractive if you don't consider the maintenance, and that's a perfect example. But what I wanted to say was, what I think is going to be really, really interesting is as more and more bikers have got cameras on their helmets, as more and more cages are having dash cams, I would be really interested to see someone taken to court for speeding who can prove through the video evidence that actually what they did was safer than staying in that situation. That will be a landmark case.
Well, I'm not sure that this really happens. When I did the bike safe, so you were in a room full of policemen, and it wasn't me that asked, but somebody said, "What's the situation? You're overtaking somebody, they speed up, you misjudge it, there's something coming the other way, and it's safer for you to accelerate out of it and speed. What's the situation? And they said there's not a policeman in this country that will prosecute you for that. Yeah. No, seriously. They said there's not a policeman who will prosecute you for that. Apart from anything, they can't. Now, a camera will get you, but a policeman can't because he's got to track you over a certain distance.
Yeah.
So they said if you do 85, 90, doing that overtake, get back in lane and slow down to the speed limit, not a problem. If you're doing 85, 90 down to 60 all the time, then you're asking for trouble.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing 100 on motorway, you're asking for trouble. He's saying if you're doing 85 on a motorway, we're not even interested.
I'm just going to say, before Mr. B starts, had he had a camera at this time, I honestly believe he would have got off without anything, but continue.
Yeah. So, Carl, you touched on something that was something I've not been able to vlog about or talk about until earlier this year, but now I can. And I'll do a vlog about it, but basically what you've just described is exactly what was done to me by an unmarked police car.
With what device?
Now this is it. This is where it gets interesting because they didn't have a camera. I was on my Hayabusa. That was one of my black stealth Hayabusa, and I'll do a proper. I'll cut it really short. But basically, a marked police car was trying to goad me into going fast. Okay, I was trying to overtake him. He slowed down to 60 miles an hour on the motorway, and I went to overtake him. And as I came back, I wasn't biased. I was just going home. I'm not a nut job all the time on the bike. So I got to 70 miles an hour, and he sped up. And so I just slowly, just touched the throttle. I was at bloody hell. So I was doing 80 miles an hour, and he's still there. 85, 87, 90, and he's still holding me in the outside lane. So I just went click down into third and went fuck off, bye. My police car goading me, and then I ended up in Crown Court with a jury because of the speed that I was doing. And I'm not even going to say what speed I was doing, but basically it was far faster than that police car could ever wish to do ever in its lifetime.
What did they claim you were doing?
Dangerous driving.
It was upwards of.
Well, they could only say it was 135 because that was as fast as the car would go.
But that is not right. I don't want to say anything against you, but that is not exactly what I just said. What I just said is going 10 or 20 miles an hour in order to overtake somebody.
Yes.
Not doing 10 or 20 miles an hour for a long time because you can't get past and then shooting off to 130. That's fundamentally different.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a long time, Richard. Imagine, you're trying to overtake a car, okay? Well,
if you're going past a car at 70 and he speeds up to 70 and you speed up to 80 on a Hayabusa, right? You can't tell me that you weren't doing it for a decent amount of time, because otherwise you'd have sped up to 80 and you'd be past, wouldn't you?
No. He sped up with me. So what happened?
Yeah, but what was he driving to speed up with a Hayabusa?
He was in a Vauxhall fucking twin cam super turbo fucking twin exhaust fucking unmarked police car. But basically, he was doing 60 miles an hour, and I said, "What? Why you slowed down to 60 miles?" By the way, he was driving like a cunt, right before he got onto the motorway, and I said, "I'm not going to touch that bastard. I'm going to sit back." But he slowed down to a point where he made me overtake, and as I went for the overtake, he kept speeding up as I was, and I didn't need to. I was just gently overtaking, and he kept speeding up. What would you do? We're talking about the whole event took 30 seconds. The whole event took 30 seconds, yeah?
But if you did 130, you can do 130 for 1 second. Tough, you're done. That's 60 miles an hour over the speed limit. You're in front of a copper, whether you know he's a copper or not.
I think what Andy's trying to say is he was goading him into it. And I think I watched when I first started vlogging, I watched a video from Del Boy saying that at a local meet where they go, there's police cars, unmarked police cars, goad motorcyclists into going fast, then nick them.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying he wasn't goading him.
I remember that.
But if you're doing 130 miles an hour, you're going to get done for it.
But this is where, hang on. This is where common sense comes in, because getting in front of a jury, getting in front of a judge, gives you the opportunity to say, look, I've had my license for 25 years. I haven't had a ticket. I haven't had anything. I'm a very safe rider. I chose a very powerful bike exactly for this reason. When someone is behaving dangerously on a road, I can take myself out of that situation. And I think having had video evidence would have made the difference in Andy's case. As it was, they were very, very lenient on him.
Yeah. What my point was nothing to do with that. I mean, what the police were saying to me was going 10 or 15 miles an hour faster than the speed limit to whip past someone because somebody's coming the other way and you're in danger is fine.
Yes, it is.
But that's not the same as what you were doing if it was on a motorway.
It's totally different, Richard. I accept that. Yeah. The situation I was in, it was I was doing a standard overtake past a car on a motorway in the middle lane doing 60 miles an hour, and as I went to do the overtake, as I accelerated, and I wasn't accelerating hard, I was just going home, not asked, he stayed with me. Now, when you've got a bike like a Hayabusa, you always attract attention. All right, and it's like thrill seekers and people that might want to steal it and all sorts, and you have to go on a defensive. He was sold out the outside lane.
He's getting ready to go. Sorry, for interrupting the flow.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to jump in on you because I'm actually interested in this, so I'm going to have to watch this part a little bit later, but I got to pick up my kids.
Yeah, no worries, bye.
Okay, mate.
All right.
See you later, man.
Right, okay, mate.
Ride safe, ride invisible.
You got it, brother. Later, go.
Later.
Yeah, so basically, the situation that I was in was I was just casually overtaking a car doing 60 miles an hour on the motorway.
I need a whip, sorry.
So as I went to overtake, he sped up. So obviously, it's not a problem on a Hayabusa just to add a little bit more throttle. It's no issue whatsoever. So, you know, and then when I looked down at the speedo as I was trying to overtake him, he was staying with me. Now, the thing is, right, this is fucking crazy. I never looked at the driver, not interested, yeah? I was like, okay, so I can still see, you know, peripheral vision and all that. Up to 80 miles an hour, and he's still there, and he was just doing 60. And now I'm thinking, okay, so you've been driving like an idiot when I saw you get onto the motorway. Now you're trying to hold me off in the outside lane. Maybe you want to try and steal my bike, or threaten me, or try and knock me off. All I've got is the guardrail and the car. So when I got up to about 85, 90, still trying to just trying to get in front and like pull in, he's still there. I just went blip 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 bomb, and we don't need to talk about how quickly the Hayabusa gets up to stupid speeds, but we're talking like 3 or 4 seconds, not even that, probably about 2 seconds. It's 135 miles an hour, no problem whatsoever, and I got out of the way. But the end of
But did you slow back down again though?
Of course I did. I just wanted to get away from the danger. The danger and the threat was this car. And that's what I did. And I had to go to a flipping Crown Court with a jury facing a prison sentence because of a white fucking copper. And I'll never forget his name. Anyway, I proved myself to be actually correct because the fucking dickhead stood up in court and said, yeah, he left us like we were stood still. And I said, well, hang on a minute. Earlier, he said, I'm just giving the fucking spoilers now, but he said, I came past his car so fast that his car shook, yeah? And then later on said, he left us like we were stood still. And the thing is, you can only leave something if you're with it. Fucking lying motherfuckers, basically.
And they didn't have any video?
Nope. Absolute out-and-out liars fucking trying to do entrapment on me, and I fucking cooked their asses. And that's what issue about fucking police.
How many coppers were they? Was it just one copper?
Two, and they both collaborated and said, yeah, we'll have this one, you know what I mean? And the fucking driver of the car was a motorbike enthusiast, and he saw my bike, and it was all planned. It was not like they planned it right there, oh yeah, we'll get him on the motorway, man, we'll try and do this, that, and the other, we'll try and knock him off, see if he'll fucking run. And I had him, cunt. Not guilty, fuck you motherfuckers, I'll tell you what.
Hey, we're still live.
I know I lied, but it just really wound me up a lot, because they are endangering people's lives when they try to do the entrapment move, and they need to stop doing it. And that's why I have a camera now, because if I will definitely do my best to try and catch a copper trying to do entrapment, and when I do, I will take them to the court and I will fucking hang them.
You haven't seen them when they're on the unmarked bikes. That's stupid. They film in between 2 cars on the motorway in the middle of the lanes, and they try and get you to overtake them by cutting you up constantly and going room and fucking. It's like you look at him and you think, oh, it's just a fucking sports jockey, and then you can clock little tiny bits on his bike. It's like, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's your box for your camera. Okay, so you've got recording on that. Oh, and you've got little lights hidden behind your grill. Brilliant. Carry on, cockface.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I understand all that entrapment stuff, and if it was been a bloke on a bike, I would have probably made a more attentive look. But this guy in a big car was threatening me and my life and my family and my children. And it's like, do you know what I'm going to do? Instead of sitting here being held next to the barrier, I'm just going to get out of your way. And I did, because I can, because that's why I've got Hayabusa.
I think, Andy, if I would have been on the ZZR and I'd had that situation, I'd have just fucking creamed him, same as what you did, and they'd have probably pulled me up the same. And I think most people who've got a powerful motorbike would just cream the car and get out of their way.
Yeah,
And that's exactly my point. Shown the raw footage, the way the driver was behaving, would anyone have acted any differently? And can they find the rider guilty of dangerous driving?
That's entrapment.
That's why I think cameras are going to be so important over the next 5 years, and we're going to see a lot of test cases.
You see, some people though might react differently if they've not got a much powerful bike. I know probably try and overtake and outtake them, but she'd probably most likely try and find the first slip road and then lose him down like country lanes or something like that, or pull over near a busy area just to fucking throw him off.
Yeah, I mean that's and it's different, Chaz, and I understand what you're saying there. Yeah.
But if you're on a bike like me, yours, and Andy's, and the other Andy's, you've got the power to just go, right, fuck off, mate, I'm not dealing with you, you're a dickhead, you might kill me or someone else.
Yeah, and just fuck off out of the way. But if you're on a lower power bike, then you've got less options, and that's the problem, you've got less options. If you've got someone that's holding you out in the outside lane and you haven't got the power to get past them, you can't go off that slip road because they're holding you there.
Yeah, it's like being on a little bike trying to overtake a truck that you're going the same speed of. You're like, fuck, Jesus, hurry up and reach a hill so I can go past you. But, I mean, if you're on a big bike, you're just going to go, fuck off, you know, it's instinct. You don't want to get fucking caught out.
It's self-preservation.
Problem with restricted bikes.
Yes, which I'm dead against. That's ridiculous. 28 miles an hour, and most of the speed limits in the UK are 30. So you're basically endangering young riders' lives or new riders' lives by putting them on a bike that can't even do the lowest speed limit in the UK.
Well, no, they're making every other driver on the road hate bikes and all bikes because they're going to think, oh, that's just a bike. Don't notice the old plate. It's just, oh, that's a bike. They're all like that. They're all twats.
The lowest speed in the UK is the 20.
Yes, it is. But how many 20-mile limits are there? There aren't that many.
They only tend to be very
They're around here.
very short in areas.
They're
And
trying
it's
to
a-
lower the speed limit on country roads, aren't they?
Usually around schools and stuff like that, aren't they?
It's the length of one road, usually.
Which is fine, but on average, overall, the main minimum speed limit in the UK is 30. But yes, granted, Tosh, around schools and stuff, yeah. But we'll all adhere to that. But making a bike restricted to 28 miles an hour, what's the most... I drive a car as well. The most frustrating for me ever is when someone is driving at 3 miles under the speed limit, and you're like, oh,
It does bug you, though, doesn't it? But then you're like, well, I'll happily sit behind you, but it's getting a bit shitty now.
Anyway, all that aside, what was the end result of your cock case?
Not guilty.
No, here we go. Right. A mate of mine, he got actually done for 138 going up towards Wetwang. Actually, 2 of them. It was in the newspapers and everything.
Say that again, where?
He was going up to Wetwang.
I got one of them.
Oh,
I've seen plenty of them.
Oh, I bet you have.
I say.
Hey, you can't have got Wetwang. Richard Whiteley was the mayor of Wetwang.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Wetwang. You've never heard of Wetwang?
Twice Nightly Whiteley was mayor of Wetwang.
He was the mayor of Wetwang, yeah.
Oh my god. You are Stephen Fry. I love you.
And Wetwang is brilliant because if you go through Wetwang and turn right, you get to Fimber Biker Cafe. If you forget to turn right, you get to Seaways Biker Cafe. It's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't beat it.
we have
Anyway,
Seaways,
Sorry.
where all the seamen are, yeah?
that's the one.
Continue.
Captain Pugwash and everything.
Yeah. Go on.
But anyway, there was my mate, he was on an R1. The other mate was on an R6. They were going up this straight towards Wetwang. And he was doing 136. Actually, he was doing a hell of a lot more than that. My other mate on an R6 overtook him. The Hayabusa unmarked cop bike behind kept videoing it all. And they left him for dust. Fucking mad. It's all on YouTube. Now, my mate didn't get done for dangerous driving because by the time we went to court, the police had a choice of speeding or dangerous driving. And in court, they proved that he wasn't dangerous driving because he kept in his lane and there was no traffic and everything like that. But my other mate, who overtook my mate doing on his R1, that was dangerous driving because he overtook and went over the white line. So he got done, he got 12 months inside. Seriously. Yeah, 12 months inside.
No, I didn't, because they were fucking lawyers.
It doesn't matter. The Crown Court and the police are always right, remember?
Well, no, they're not, because they got fucking done for...
Anyway, Tosh.
Oh, but you're saying that they were right, surely. You're not going to argue that the Crown Court was wrong in your case, are you?
Oh, no, you wouldn't. Yeah.
I should have gone down!
You're wrong! I can't accept your judgment. Go away.
I was
Only
looking
God can
forward
judge
to
me.
meeting the big fella in the next cell.
Yeah.
Tosh, carry on what you were saying, and Rich, I will come back to that. Hang on.
Hang on. Oh, what I've got?
The big fella in the
balls.
next cell, eh, miss?
So anyway, yeah, he didn't get done. He got off scot-free, walked out of court because instead of speeding, the police got greedy and they wanted to do him for dangerous driving. Now, Sackhead, the kid on the R6, he went inside for 12 months.
Yeah.
All it is he went over the, you know, the lines in the middle of the road? He went over the white line to overtake him. But they weren't doing 136. That's what the High Buster clocked them at. They were doing 170 odd. So they can get it right sometimes, but a lot of time they get it bloody wrong. They get it wrong a lot. And they do goad you. They go right up your ass. If you're not taking any notice, ages ago I was on a firestorm. Our lass was behind me. A fully Battenberged up motorbike. Couldn't miss him for miles. He was right up my arse, and he was inches away. I didn't see him. But they goad you. They push you. Faster.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying there, but I'm afraid I don't agree with the term goading. I refer to it as dangerous and threatening.
Yeah,
Well, it goes back to that word entrapment.
Yeah, they're acting dangerously and threatening, and therefore they're the ones that need to be in the dock, not the rider that tries to get out of the situation.
Well, that's where cameras go, and Mrs. B has mentioned cameras are going to help us against them.
Cameras are going to be so interesting. Side point, any rider, any vlogger, watching any vlogger on the panel who's had experience with goading, if you want to put together a short vlog about the tactics that are used to goad bikers into doing things that could be considered illegal, could be considered dangerous, things to look out for, any pointers on the types of vehicles that a goader may be using, that would be very useful to the entire community. That would be a service to the entire community, and we would all thank you.
And they're brand that with the same thing they do with headlight flashes. When you're flashing someone to warn them the police around the corner, being dickheads.
It's entirely legal to flash your headlights to warn somebody that you are on the road.
Yeah, this only.
If you think that that person hasn't seen you, you are within your rights to flash them or beep them to make them aware that you're on the road.
Only.
Mrs. B.
Only on a motorbike, because...
No, it's the same in cars.
No, it's not. No, on a motorbike you are legally entitled to flash vehicles to let them know that you're there if you think they haven't seen you. So therefore, if you see the speed trap...
You can do that in cars as well if you think they haven't seen you.
Pardon?
You can do that in cars if you think they haven't seen you. You can flash your lights to say that you're there.
It's legal in all vehicles.
In the circumstances of warning other drivers of a speed trap?
No, to tell them that you think you haven't seen them.
That's illegal.
We're not talking about warning other road users of speed traps.
No,
we're
that's
talking
what I was
about
mentioning then.
other road users to your presence.
Right, okay, that's fine then. So that means that whether you be in a car or a motorbike, if you happen to see a speed trap and then see a car that you think hasn't seen you, you are quite within your rights to flash your headlights.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that thing when you've gone through... I think it must be something to do with the lasers they use. But I find that whenever I've gone through a speed trap and I see a bike coming the other way, my arm goes stiff. And I have to kind of go like that just to work out that stiffness. I don't know about you lot.
Yeah.
There has been some research done on the effect of lasers on muscles and nerve control, and I do think that is... No, I can point you to the papers. I do think that's actually a real
That particular one. Actually, I do it with my left arm because you don't want to... Even if my right arm's stiff, I'll still do it with the left arm. I don't want to take my hand off the throttle.
Obviously, because you need to keep your hands on the throttle. That makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
So
Maintain.
I'm riding more safely that way.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
you're not warning anybody to slow down at all, are you?
No, you need to maintain your speed. So therefore, if you're going to have a muscle
Yeah.
twitch, you need to be the left hand.
Look, if
What
they're
do you
going to
want
infer
to-
something from my stiff arm that
If
I
you want
didn't
to rave
imply
out,
that they inferred,
with one arm,
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So there you go. There's something you didn't know. So therefore, if anyone says to you, "Oh, you were warning other drivers," you were saying, "No, I was having my
just-
I had a
I
stiffy.
got crap.
me and man asleep.
I wasn't warning him, I had a stiffy.
Does anybody know of anybody getting done for telling anybody else about a camera?
No.
Only you hear it, don't you? But I wonder if it's an urban myth.
I think
Yeah,
it's,
but it's
got-
very
it's a good
rich.
conspiracy.
I know people that got pulled over and warned for it. It's like, don't do that, blah blah. But that was it. That's all they can do.
What? Don't add to the possibility of drivers driving more slowly and safely through this dangerous area.
Exactly.
Yeah, they come up with them fake bloody points, like that stupid one that we went on over ages ago about the fucking section 59 or whatever it's that sticks with a car.
Yeah, but you've got to be shown to be doing something dangerous or antisocial for that. Not just going, slow down, you're going too fast, you should slow down. I mean...
Yeah, I do that. I'm a responsible rider, and if I see someone driving too fast, I say, look, slow down. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
You do that in your mirror.
Whether there's a speed trap there or not.
Yeah, all the time, regardless if there's a speed trap.
And you can prove it on your videos, can't you?
I
Yeah.
can't, unfortunately,
Yeah.
because my
Yeah.
camera is higher. Yeah, my camera is higher up than that. So
Yeah. But I'm just making a point, and this is why cameras, over the next 5 years, I think cameras are going to make a hell of a difference to the things that dash cams, helmet cams are going to make such a difference to the things that drivers get done for.
Why do they?
we end up trying to ban them then.
Why do they? When they stop you? You see it on YouTube all the time, where they say to the biker or whatever, turn that camera off.
I don't know, and
They always ask you to turn it off. Have you got to turn it off, or can you say?
No, they're just requesting. They don't have any authority to tell you to turn it off.
They do.
I may have a semi-tame copper. I needed to complete that sentence because I may have a semi is a bit wrong. I may have a semi-tame copper that I can find out that from.
Yeah.
Well, no, they brought in anti-terror legislation a while back.
Oh yeah, that's one.
And as part of that, they said that it was now illegal to film or photograph the police.
Oh, there you go. Thanks, Rich. Save me calling in a favour from my semi-tame copper.
It's an absolute joke.
It is. And the other thing you have to bear in mind as well is that when you do want to film, and I will film them anyway, I don't care. But they can, if they want to, they say, right, well, what you've got on your camera is evidence, and I want to take that now.
Yeah.
That video
Only if they have reasonable suspicion that you're doing something illegal.
Yeah, so basically they will take it then, because they'll just make up
Because they
any
wouldn't have pulled you
products.
over if you didn't think it was doing something
Because,
illegal.
you know, some coppers do lie. It's a fact. I've been there. So, yeah, they can take it. So, I mean, I wish there was a camera, and I think we're almost there now, aren't we? Where we can actually live feed it to a cloud. So that even if
You see some of the live feeds though.
Pardon?
I mean, not talking about the ones that save automatically, but the live view ones.
Yeah, anything that will actually upload to a cloud. So, yeah, have the SD card, I still have my copy. So even if you delete the content of my card,
And
I've
it
still got a
disappears.
copy. Have fun with that.
Well, they're not allowed to delete it.
Are you going to take that body out?
They're
But
not allowed to.
Evidence goes missing all the time, Richard.
And they're also not allowed to.
Well, yeah, but if they lose evidence, then you can sue them, can't you?
Right.
Yeah,
Just give them an empty SD card and say, oh, sorry, it was a corrupt card.
Well, if you've got a GoPro, you'll get that anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't have got anything on video. 10
You're
minutes.
doing because the battery would have died, or it would have just had a crash.
Just crack it as you're taking it off. Yeah, so I do think we're in interesting times as bikers and drivers. I think it could be potentially the turnaround. And also, in defence of coppers, because there are some good
They're
ones
not all
out there.
bad.
They're not all bad. And I remember years, and it's a long time ago, I dated a copper who desperately wanted a wearable camera he had been accused.
And I told him, get a drift ghost S.
And give him a semi.
You know about my excellent.
Oh.
He desperately wanted a wearable camera because there were so many accusations against him generally about the way he made his arrests, everything else, the same as there are against every copper. And he needed some proof because, and this is for me, because he spent so much time filling out paperwork to prove that his arrest was legal, that he wasn't on the streets actually making the streets safe.
Yeah.
And now, in two forces in Manchester,
Leeds.
they have got wearable body cameras.
Mm-hmm.
This is like 10 some years later than he was asking for it.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I mean, in defence to the police as well, it's going to catch idiots, and you're going to catch idiots that are being complete fucking retards, wheeling, recording in themselves and their mates wheeling down the road like, yeah, look at me, speeding through everything, and, you know, they're going to go, oh, you can't take that. It's like, well, we've caught you being a retard, so there's your licence gone straight away. So it's going to, you know, get idiots off the road as well as defend us at the same time.
I know, and the other thing about that is that now we're all wearing cameras as vloggers. We frequently see people on the mobile phone whilst driving.
Hang on, is Chaz a vlogger?
Shut up!
No, sorry, not Chaz.
Yay, I love Tosh.
Not Chaz, sorry.
I was gonna say, I've never seen his channel.
No,
I watched it, and the most
videos.
recent video was like a year ago. It was quite good. He wasn't a bad vlogger.
Can't use hangout.
Right,
Chaz.
The problem with Chaz's videos is he records them on a box brownie. Well, he did. And that was the last time.
What?
Very old-fashioned type of camera, babe.
Yes.
I have no idea. I'm not that old. Sorry.
He
Oh,
can't,
my God.
he can't upload anymore because all of his tapes are Betamax.
But yeah, as we wear cameras, I mean, it should just be automatic that we supply the footage to the.
It makes you more of a cautious rider if you're recording anyway, unless you're a hooligan and you want to go, look what I did, I wheelied down that road at 120, yeah, I'm so hard.
To be honest, the ones who are doing that deserve to get caught and done because they're the ones that are giving everybody else the bad name.
Yeah. Sweet justice when you do hear about someone, oh, my mate got caught and they found the footage of him wheeling down the road, you're like, haha, good on the police.
Did you see that guy on, was it on Cat and Fiddle? The one we looked at ages ago, he went off the road and down the hill. He got done, didn't he, in the end, through the video footage off YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And there's somebody this week, I don't know if it was a Geordie biker or somebody like that, who was saying that they've taken some footage. I don't know if it was him, but one of the vloggers has done a video montage of car drivers on the phone, and he's been contacted, and they're using it in the news.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Was that Geordie biker?
Yeah, I think it was, or something like that. And now, because they took his film illegally, and he made a complaint, and they paid him for it, and he's going to put it up for charity, the money he gets off ITV.
Oh, I think that one's somebody else. There's two in there. There's the one who ITV took it, and that an incident where somebody cut him up. But there's somebody else where they approached him, and he did a video montage, just car driver after car driver on the phone, and they've said, can they use that to publicise? Yeah, but they said they want to use it to publicise people driving whilst being on the phone.
Are you suggesting that the media was on the side of a biker?
Correct.
The tides are turning,
Well,
baby.
okay, so who was that media? Because we need to give them a shout.
It was ITV. He's just said it was ITV.
No, the ITV was the other one who just stole somebody's video.
Oh, they stole something.
Oh, right. No, ITV.
That's just like the English, that is. That's just like the English.
So who is the media company that was on the side of the biker then?
Let me try and find it for you.
Yeah, because if you can,
Thanks,
then we'll give them a
Richard.
shout, because I'm all for media getting on the side of the bikers, because currently it's zero.
I think Skeggy was trying to say, was it Skeggy or Andy trying to say something?
I was just saying that it's Phil Jones who had the one with ITV.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they just nicked his video, didn't they? And somebody sent him a message saying, did you know your video's on ITV? And he went, no. What?
You kind of get excited, didn't you? Like, oh, it's on TV. You're like, wait a minute, they fucking nicked this. They didn't even ask me.
Stolen it.
But in the end, they're going to give a couple of £100 to charity or something, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's when they do it and they block out your name or they don't show any of your details. You're like,
Yeah.
you at least said that was me or put my name in the corner so people could know.
Yeah.
Then you have to give permission. You have to give permission for copyright, don't you?
Yeah.
They do, but they don't care, it seems. They just did it anyway.
Copyright our videos and put little copyright symbols and stuff on them.
Next minute.
Monetized, but theoretically, the video, because it isn't monetized, the video is the property of YouTube. But
I don't think it is.
Well, they didn't contact YouTube either. They just took it and used it, and somebody said, "I think it's yours." And when he looks, he says, "Yes, it's definitely mine," because it says Phil Ford. It says Phil Jones down the side or whatever in like ghost print, and his little logo. And he contacted them, tried phoning them, heard nothing. Eventually sent them an email saying, if I don't hear back from you, you're hearing from my solicitors. They got back to him within 2 days and said, "Oh, really sorry, we've been covering the Scotland referendum, blah blah blah."
So we've only got one reporter at ITV. He's on the phone. Sorry, mate.
That's it.
We're up there.
They're quite happy to make a donation because he'd put, "I want a donation to a charity. I don't want the money myself." And they said that they'd donate a set amount to a charity of his suggestion. Then said he would match it. And then asked his subscribers to sort of say who they recommended it went to. I recommended NABD.
Who?
NABD. Who's NABD?
National Association of Disabled Bikers.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes,
Bikers.
I've heard of them actually. Hey guys. Oh my God. Can you guys read what I am writing on pieces of paper off camera? There's a lot of questions, well, not just appeared. Thank you, Learn to Ride videos. I did see this one pop in a while ago. Hi guys, good to see the Hangouts still going. Mrs. B, good luck on your training. Thank you. I've got my theory test next Thursday, so I'll be able to come and tell you all about it in the next Hangout. You'd almost think it was planned.
I hate the fucking Irish.
What?
What? That was funny.
Irish. Read the next question.
Alright.
I fucking hate the Irish.
That sounded really offensive, Chaz, so you might...
It's to him! It's to him!
No, just the Irish XT donkey. This is the most Chaz has been on YouTube. Does this mean there's a bid coming soon?
But it's not going to be watched by the Irish.
Certainly not.
I don't think it's right to call them the Irish.
He's an Irish. He's an Irish. Irish women are quite good for their accent. Shut up, Jeff. But him. Oh. These stickers right there as well. Look at it.
Yeah, it is.
I might just stick it in the back of the toilet or something.
There's a lot of love on here.
Yeah.
Chits and giggles. It was Geordie Biker, and the news was the paper called the Evening Chronicle.
Yes, I've shared the screen with it on.
Richard.
Have you got to ask their permission to share this, though?
No, there's a difference because they can try and sue me, but I've got no money.
You spent all that fucking exhaust.
This is a newspaper, so they want like exposure and stuff.
But so do people on YouTube, but it's just when you steal it.
Yeah, but I am also showing you... Well, I wasn't actually. Hang on. I'll scroll up. There you go. I'm also showing you who it was actually... the page was actually on. I'm not pretending that that's mine.
No, you're not at all. We can see it up here.
Does it? Can you see the bit where it says Chronicle Live?
Yes, we can.
Right, okay.
Can you see the bit in association with Beach and Peacock? Criminal law.
And also Tesco fuel card.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not going to get sued.
Just out of curiosity, if you do your IMs, you get 10% off insurance. What if you've got a camera? Surely you should get something off insurance then.
Depends whether they watch your videos or not. If you watch your videos, it goes up.
Question, Tosh, because Andy and I have both just got new helmets. One of the things that it says on my helmet, on my warranty, my 5-year warranty, is that basically the warranty becomes invalid if I put adhesives, amongst other substances, on my helmet.
I have that. It's,
I think everyone's
my shark.
Say that.
It comes. It's brilliant. It's shark. It comes with a thing that says you must not stick anything to this helmet. It also comes with 3 little stickers that says you must stick these on your helmet if you go to France.
I put them on because I intend to go to France.
Absolutely, absolutely. Spot on, Richard. Spot
You
on.
must, you must put these on, but if you do, your warranty's gone.
Those adhesives are in exactly the same place that I wanted to stick my camera. So my camera is stuck to the adhesive that they gave me to stick to my helmet.
There you go.
That might not be a good idea. That.
If you're an English biker, you don't need the stickers on your helmet.
No, you don't. But
Yeah.
I do intend to go to France. So
But we're going to France, though, aren't we?
But
Yeah.
France, you don't need to put stickers on your helmet if you're not a French motorcyclist. If you're a British cyclist, you do not need to put stickers on.
What happens if you go to Scotland, though?
That might be different. No, you didn't need to put them on there, girl. I can tell you that because I'm always in France, as you know.
You might want to move your camera. If you put your camera on top of that sticker, it might come off. You know, that sticker is designed to hold up the weight of a piece of paper, not a camera.
They're rubbish. So,
And let's be fair, I have considered that.
So actually, should we just rewind a second? So she can take these stickers off because she's not a France
French motorcyclist.
born
Yeah.
and bred biker.
That's right. Yeah, if you're from another country, you don't need to put stickers on your helmet.
But if you're an English driver, there are certain.
Oh, it's a who's great list.
got a skeggy moustache.
Stupid.
I like it.
Stupid.
A bit that skeggy's missing.
It's a bit of a skeggy moustache.
Hang on.
That's where it went, skeggy. She nicked it.
Stupid.
Can you tell the difference between me and Skeggy?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, certainly.
The first I'm Paul
Like
Skeggy.
a negative of skeggy.
According to the thing I'm reading here, you do have to use the stickers.
Yeah. Difference is that you need a shave.
I need a shave. You're absolutely right.
That is a rubbish accent.
I know it is, isn't it?
What's this like? Blah, 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 blah. Wow, what happened there?
What legislation is that on, Richard?
I'm just looking at it now. It says all helmets must have 4 reflective stickers, front, rear, 1 on each side. Tells you how big the sticker must be. It applies to French motorcyclists and visitors.
Rear.
And if you're caught wearing a helmet without the stickers, €135 fine and 3 points on your license.
Oh, they didn't pull me over.
I suppose they're going to actually pull you over, but
Yeah, they didn't pull me over. They're not interested.
Obviously, they'll be able to catch you.
That's the key point, is they've got to pull you over and catch you.
to be fair,
They're not
I'm
interested.
going back to the bike safe again. When I did the bike safe, I was asking the police, what about dark visors? What about loud exhaust? And they said they're both illegal, but we won't bother. But if we get you doing something else, so if we catch you, doing 100 miles an hour, we'll have you for the visor and the exhaust as well.
Wrong. The visor.
Is illegal.
No, a tinted visor.
Mine is.
Up to 50% tint that states for daytime use only is 100% legal in the UK during daylight hours.
Yeah, and my visor is totally illegal.
According to the highway code, no, might not have been the highway code. I have read
No, there is a legal tint level. I think it's 30%. Anything above 30% tint.
Mine's a lot
it's
more than that.
50%. It's 50%, and it must be stamped with for daytime use only.
Yeah, but most dark visors are way beyond what's legally allowed.
I'm not disputing that fact.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that tinted visors are not necessarily illegal. It has 50% tint and stamped with for daytime use only.
Yeah, but when I was talking to the police, I was talking about black visors.
Yeah,
Like that.
like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my visor. It's totally illegal. I should not be on the road with this visor, but it does protect me from
We've
the
not
sun.
gone off air yet.
Yeah, and the police. The policeman that I was with at the time, because it was in a cafe with a guy that was following me, he said, "We will do you for that if we get you for something else."
Yeah.
But we wear them as well.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Because he says it's a stupid EU law and we don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to policemen. They've pulled me over for different mounted number plates in different areas, and they've gone, your rider's basically illegal, but it's a sunny day, you know, it's the middle of summer. I'm a biker, and I'd wear exactly the same thing, so I ain't going to do you for it. Because they understand, they know what the fucking sun's like. In a car, you got a flap that you can pull down.
And
Unless you get a helmet with these sunglasses inbuilt.
If you go like that.
You can put sunglasses on in a car that are more than 50% tint.
Not legally, you can't.
What happens if you wear an illegal sun visor?
And sunglasses.
And sunglasses.
You
Yeah, I don't think.
Well, the law is quite tricky. Right? The law applies to visors because they are protective face wear. It doesn't apply to sunglasses that you're wearing behind your visor.
Absolutely, because the sunglasses are not protective eyewear. And also, if you do not wear a full face helmet and you only wear the skull cap ones, or whatever they're called, it is not a legal requirement to wear goggles. But if you do, they have to be less than 50% tint.
According to this law, you've got to have your visor has got to let through 70% of light.
No. It's the same with cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20%. Yay! Love it.
70.
Is it a lumometer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a good name.
You'd have to use a lumometer, which measures how much light passes through something, how many lumens.
Yeah, I get that.
How many
Yeah.
Yeah, how many candles? 4 candles. 4 candles.
4 candles, eh?
Candles, mate.
4 candles. No, 4 candles.
Right, sorry, what I was doing, actually, before I kicked all this shit off, was going through the questions so that we could go off air. So let me just whiz through that.
Are we still on air?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What was that comment about the Irish?
What?
Chav?
That is for XT Donkey, because he's an arse-face donkey raper.
Oh.
Brilliant. Yeah, and we are still on air, aren't
He'd
we?
be alright in Suffolk, yeah, won't he?
Yeah, he'd be alright in Suffolk.
Be alright in
Like
Suffolk.
farmers, apparently.
Mm.
And
that's not just the women.
Stony Walls, rewind like an hour or so ago. Yes, it is a green screen, and yes, there's a chroma key. Not for this video, but we've been testing something, that's why it's still up.
Yeah, the brain dump news is coming.
They're going to pretend they're in France again like they did last time.
Woo!
We're in France.
We've got beer. You can hear that music. That's not Mrs. B singing at all.
And you'll be able to reflective things on your helmet as well, Mrs. B.
On that note...
She can flip my helmet.
Gotta find it first.
Pair of tweezers helps.
Not difficult to be fair.
There you go, mate.
Let's go.
I've got it ready for you.
On that note, we're going off air. Mad Max Chaz, say good night.
Good night, Mad Max Chaz.
Richard.
He's gone.
Has gone to sleep.
God.
Good night, people. Thank you for viewing.
Thank you. Stop again.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody, and I'm glad you have enjoyed the sensible conversations that we've had all night.
Yeah, what were they watching?
Yeah, what have you been watching, mate?
Tosh.
Good night.
Thank you, dear.
Good night.
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Hang on,
Thanks for watching, and don't forget.
I wanted to say, and it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Yeah.
Wait for Richard.
Oh, hang on, Richard's back. Richard, say good night.
Say good night.
Richard, say
That
good
was
night.
the stop clock, I bet.
Richard.
What?
Say good night.
What? What's happening?
Say good night.
Night.
Awesome.
That'll do.
And it's good night from me.
Sorry.
Holy shit! No, it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Yes. So
And don't forget to ride safe. Ride.
Motorbikes.
Ride naked.
Bye.